whenever you get time, just give me a little direction.
Dude, yeah, I got you. Bro, just call me. Call me with deals, bro, and that's how you'll get my time. Call me with deals, and I'll underwrite everything with you.
Cool, man. All right.
Cool, bro. Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye. What's up, dog?
How you doing, man?
Chilling, bro. I got this fucking TTP student from yesterday when I was on the Zoom call, like just breaking down what we do already in Powerhouse. This guy automatically brings me a deal. He's like, yeah, I locked it up for 216. It's worth like 520, but it's my friend's mom. And because of the market, nobody can give her a lot. I'm just curious, are we able to give her more if we go creative? I'm like, hell yeah. If there's 520, I was like, yeah, dude. With people, I understand why they got to be cash because the economy is coming down, the market rates, it doesn't make sense. But if I buy it on terms, bro, I could pay 300 plus like she's asking. And so, and it's right next to my mentor, Brad, like 15 minutes. So I'm like, I'm about to call my mentor real quick and see if he can go walk it. But that guy basically is going to give my partner and I 66% of the deal. That's going to have like $200,000 spread on it, you know?
That's
Crazy.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's
Let me call him.
great right there.
Yeah. So who are we supposed to call? Amanda, right? Or no, I'm just supposed to email her over, right?
Yeah, email Amanda, and then we're supposed to call Miguel. We're a few days late with that. So.
Yeah, my bad. I'll tell him. I'll tell him I'm a busy person. Let's see. Let me just text this over.
Does that house need renovation, or is it ready to go?
Nah, it needs a little bit of renovation, but there's just like it's like his friends, one of his good friends' grandma, and he had like went over this long story. Some issues had happened, and the grandma had to pull her annuity to help out her son, take care of this accident they just had. And then at that time, the mom was also doing a new construction home that in 45 days, the monthly payment on that is $5,700, and then her current payment on this home is 26. So she's like, "Fuck! I just pulled this money out and didn't plan for this to happen." So she's like in a pickle. And my friend's like, "Is there a way we can give her more money? Though I locked it up for 216. Is there a way we can give her more than this?" And I ran the comps on it, and he's a realtor in the area, and I was like, "Yeah, we can definitely because." We can pay a lot more. And I'll tell you that we can even we don't even have to hold it that long. We can either sell it on a wrap and then exit the note, or we can pay them 300, give them a little bit of money down, renovate the whole thing, and then like 6 months refinancing, pay them out. And now we automatically have a home that's still worth 500 grand, but we're in it at like 300, like 50. And now we can cash flow on it. And he's like, bro, like, that's what's up. And he was telling me a story. I was like, yeah, man, like you want to learn these deals, bro? You just fucking literally bring me a deal and you'll get in. Everybody wants to learn, and I give that opportunity. A lot of people have a scarcity mindset, especially like some leaders. They want to buy every deal to themselves. But I tell them, look, man, I don't mind. Like, if you want me to work, like, are you asking me to partner on a deal with you? Yeah, I don't mind partnering on a deal, but you're gonna do the legwork, just like how I offered my mentor. I'll do the deal with you. I'll underwrite it with you. I'll show you how to do it, but you're responsible for keeping everything organized and doing all the hard shit because I'm a busy person. And so if you don't want to sell me the full deal, then I also don't want to do the full amount of work. But in return, I'm going to show you all the things that you're asking for. I'm going to show you how to walk the actual fucking steps of walking a deal, like performing on a deal, getting an inspection, general contractor. If you need an HVAC system, you need to basically put a lockbox on the property, market it, things like that. We'll show you how to do that. You know, we'll give you an equal split, but you got to do the work. And he goes, dude, I'm down. I'm like, bro, bring me as many deals and I'll do that every time. And I tell him the truth is, why would I go through a day and not have 100% of one deal when I could have made 33% or 50% of a deal? I'm going to do that. I'm going to always get into a deal that way.
Absolutely. Solid right there with that lead right there, man.
Yeah, call this guy real quick.
Hold on just a second.
Okay.
Are you there?
Yo.
Hey, that's.
What up, man? Hey, how far are you from that address I texted you?
About 4 hours.
4 hours. What city are you in?
I'm in Longview.
Oh yeah, Longview. Land the last time. Okay, never mind. Well, anyways, check out this deal. So, this TTP student that was in the Zoom yesterday live with us, this is one of his good friends' grandma's house, and like she wanted 300 for this house, but everybody told him it's not worth it. He locked it up as a wholesaler at 216, but he really wants to get her more because that's her goal. And at the same time, I guess his friend had gotten into some trouble with the law, and then the grandma went and pulled an annuity out to help him out. And the grandma's also doing new construction, so in 45 days has this new monthly payment of 5,700 on this new house she's building in Montgomery County. And yeah, on the new build. Yeah, on the new build. That's not fresh though, but her home that she has, it has a mortgage of 116 and the PITI is 2665. She wanted to get 300 so she had more money, so then she doesn't have to struggle with that $5,700 payment or have to pay both payments. And so this guy's like, hey, we locked it up for 216, but is there a way that we can get 300? And he's like, I'm a realtor in this area. I said, well, what do you think it's worth? And then he said more or less 520. And so I said, look, I can't see what's been sold, but I can look what's actively being for sale, or like what's actively for sale. And I see one that's on market for 499, pretty close to this, and some that are around 600. So maybe that 520 could be right. And she wants 300. He goes, yeah. I said, okay, so if we're able to give her 300 on terms, that would be something more preferable for you because you care for them, right? He goes, yeah. I said, okay. I totally got you. It's more of a personal thing. He said, yeah. I said, okay. Well, I was like, in reality, I do see, like, even if it's 450 or 500, it's probably right there. It's like a 2-story. It's like 5-bedroom, 3.5 bath, 2,800 square feet. And he's gonna send me all the photos. But he was like, what's the best way to do this to give him the most money? Is there a way that we can give her money down so she doesn't, so when whatever we're doing, that she can have some money to take care of that $5,700 payment because she just pulled our annuity out or whatever. I said, I mean, well, at 300 grand, and because there is a spread, yeah, we can give her some money down. Like if she needs, 10, 20, 30, $30,000 down, that can probably help her make the payments. And then we can buy the property subject to existing mortgage plus the equity. And then 2 things, I mean, we can be in and out on a wrap and exit, or we can just refinance the bitch, Yeah. And he was like, because he's a realtor and he's a TTP student, he's learning creative finance. He wants to be a part of the deal. He wants to bring us multiple deals if he can learn to be a part of them with us. But I was just thinking if that made sense to you, right? Like if it's 300 grand, we'd give him maybe like 10% down, and ARV he says it's like 520, but more or less could probably be like 450 or 500. And then some rehab costs and stuff. He's the one who locked it up, right? So it's not like he's looking for a fee if he wants to partner on it. But it's, to me, so far, it sounds like a deal. He's going to send me over the photos. What do you think? Yeah, he said, I asked him the most conservative rental market rate right now, what would that be in that area? He said like most conservative, like $3,500. I'm like, okay, and it's 2665 is what she pays. Okay, more or less, we can give her money down and maybe leave her in a silent position, and then in 12 months or less, either refinance it or sell the note in the back and get her out. And that would be the best way. And so he's like, okay, cool. Like I'll send you over the photos and call Brad and let me know what we can do to get them more money. But I'm open for this, and he wants to be a partner. I said, sure, I'll talk to my partner, and if anything, if you want to be a piece of the deal, you're going to do a lot of the work. And he said, okay. He's like, I got a lot of other deals too. So I said, all right, cool.
You think those comps are correct?
Well, he's verbally talked about comps, and I looked up on Zillow and like Redfin what like in between 10 years built and then 250 square feet more or less, what's actively for sale, because I can't see what's been sold in Texas, but I'm looking what's actively for sale in that neighborhood. and the closest one to it, like on the same, like the street over, is like 500 grand. It's listed for 499.
Okay.
And then there is one that's listed for 600, a little bit of the way, like a mile or less away. And then, yeah, let me bring it back up. Yeah, more or less, I saw like the closest one, like conservatively, would be that. That's one that's actually for sale for 499, right? Like one block over. So we don't have to give him 300. We can give him just more than 260. The most we can give him. So if we need to come up at 280 or 265, more than 216, and give her some money down and whatnot, it'll still work. I know that they just want 300, but they already know they can't get it anywhere else.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Well, yeah, actually sounds pretty good.
it does sound pretty good. So I'm waiting for photos to see the condition, and then maybe we can get back on the call with this TTP student who's an agent who's also has the wholesale contract. So then we can just retype the contract the way that we need. All right, cool. Well, I'm gonna make some follow-up calls and try to see if we can get us some more deals. But as soon as I get the photos, I'll send them over to you and we'll game plan it.
Okay.
All right, bro. Bye.
Thanks.
Yo. Might just buy a fucking badass property here now.
It right there.
Yeah, dude. That right there will be like another 500 grand to the net worth. This is why I like doing shit. You see, like, this is why I leverage myself. That guy was on the TTP yesterday, like the same thing. It's nothing different than what I do Monday to Thursday for you guys. The same exact energy I give them. It's just there's not a lot of people out there who give high energy. And he was like, bro, I want to, I got this fucking deal, yada, yada. Find out that he locked it up at like 50% of the ARV. And I'm like, oh my God, you got it locked up at 216 and it's worth $500,000. Like 500 to 600. I'm saying, hey, in 2-3 months, it's worth like 450 to 5. No matter what, it's still a big spread. And he's the friend to the grandma. He's also the agent in the area. And he just wants to give them more money than 216. And so I'm like, okay, well, fuck it. I mean, I give her like 250 or 280 on terms and would still make like 35-40% on the deal. 3 ways now because he wants to be a part of it. But I don't mind that because he's willing to fucking do this on one deal. And he doesn't even really understand the whole strategy. He's like, that's a lot of stuff for me to learn right now. But then I know that the more deals he has, he's going to want to bring them all to me because I'm going to perform on them. And I don't mind giving them, a third of the deal every single time, like of equity, as long as I don't got to do shit on the deal. I'll like every week I'll update him on it, or I'll ask for updates. But as long as he does like how I do it with my mentor, okay, you want me to mentor you and then be a partner on the deal? All right, well, I'm not gonna, you just gotta fucking call me and tell you what's the next step, because I'm not gonna. You want to be a partner on the deal, you're gonna put the work in because I already put all the deal together, something that you didn't know how to do, which is cool for me because he could bring me, while he's learning, he could bring me another 3, 5, 10 deals before he starts to actually feel confident on doing things alone.
I agree with that.
Ooh. Right, so let's do this. Which one is Amanda? Do you have Amanda's address and stuff like that? I think I have it written down.
Yes, 1 second. Let me see.
I got it.
You got it? Okay.
ablack1984@gmail. 105 Taylor's Bend Drive, Huntsville, Alabama, right?
Yep, sounds right.
What's up?
Oh,
Aaron?
sorry, I'm on a call. All right.
Bye, guys. And then Brian, I'm just sending her over what a blank document.
So she wanted to see our structure of the creative deal.
Okay, so just basically fill in the blanks on our creative contracts.
Yep.
Was this gonna be like a Morby method or no? I forgot.
No, it's all no, she owes 0 on the property.
She wanted market price, right?
She did, yep, she did.
Oh, okay. I kind of remember. I think I was like
She wanted
10 grand over her current offer, and then 2% interest, right?
yeah, because at first she got an offer of 5%, so we're trying to structure it better than the 5%.
That's right. Here it is. So this is for
You had saved like 10 grand, or you had put like 10 grand on the back end
Mhm.
and added a, yeah, it was like a low
I just
interest
remember
rate.
that when I spoke to her and I broke it down, the way that I did it, though I'm paying 10 grand more and doing it over 5 years, I'm only paying 2%. And then I'm still putting 30 grand down or whatever, 33,000 or 31,000, whatever. We were still saving 15 to 20 grand our route over this person's route at 300 grand at 5% for 20 years. He's actually going to pay a shitload more because he's going 20 years on that.
Yeah, you're actually saving more than 20 grand, I think. Isn't it more?
Oh
like
yeah, with his
100 or
5% on 300
$200,000?
grand over 20 years, dude, that's a lot of money
Yeah,
he's giving away.
You'd
He's
be
giving away
saving
way
like
more. than 20 grand.
$200,000
Yeah, that's yeah.
just by putting 10 grand on the back end.
Yeah, just by financing. Hey, look, I can finance, a little bit more. I could give you a little bit more and then do less interest. All from just asking. That guy probably just said it. He probably thought, oh, 8% is market, so I'm going to shoot 5%. I hate looking at anything over 4.5%. That's just my mindset, how I'm locked in right now. But that's why I'm always like, I really want to be at like 4% or under. So that's why I shot for 2. So if I had to come up, I can go up to 4. But she was cool with the 2 because I came up to 310 and I gave her a shorter term, which is more attractive to her.
Sure.
So basically, we just got to email that, right?
Yes.
Anything
Yeah,
else with
just email over
the
the
mortgage deed?
contract with those terms.
Okay.
All right. So we're-
Aaron, do you have the creative contracts?
Okay.
What's that?
I said, do you have those creative contracts? I was trying to send out a purchase sale agreement yesterday, bro. But my fucking Microsoft subscription expired. I can't pay for it until my next check comes in. So I couldn't even fucking update my contract, to send out because I couldn't auto save and transfer some of the stuff. I was like,
Yeah,
fuck.
yeah.
So I was like, fuck, I can't send any contracts. So now I have to call a TC who will probably just get paid on the back end of the deal to do some of my deals for me.
So
No.
Yeah. But are you able to maybe send out that contract to Amanda, Aaron?
I'm actually on the road right now. I'm headed down to Kenai. I could this afternoon.
No rush, because I already, we're already like 4 days that I haven't sent to her. It's just that I literally can't. Otherwise, right now, I wouldn't mind typing it up and sending it.
Layla, chill, girl.
Yeah, so no rush. I was asking maybe if you can do it.
Yeah, I'll get it in this evening or this afternoon. This evening, I'm headed down to an Airbnb in Kenai right now. I have some family in town.
Oh, okay. Are you looking for? You're actually gonna go hang out on an Airbnb?
Yeah.
What's the weather out there right now?
Surprisingly, it's sunny and a little bit of cloudy, but the last 3 months it's been nothing but rain. It
Bro,
cleared up and
30
there's snow
days
on
a
top
night,
of the
bro.
mountains.
Bro, you ever seen 30 Days a Night?
Yeah, it's a crazy ass movie.
Yeah,
It's
bro.
only dark like that up in the very top of Alaska. Alaska's huge. Bigger than-
Yeah, I'm like, bro,
Besides the
you living
Texas.
out there with those demons, not just like. Boy. Okay, Okay, cool. So, Brian, just if you don't mind texting Aaron, just a reminder, like, hey, can you send Amanda the contract or whatever? Do you have her email, Brian?
So, and all the terms, it was like 310, right? Is what we decided at 2% with
You know what?
33 down,
Brian, you don't got
31 down.
Brian, you don't gotta do it. I'll text them. Yeah, I'll text you the terms right now, Aaron. Purchase
I appreciate that.
price, 310. No problem.
Appreciate that.
10% down to seller, 2% amortization, and 5-year balloon.
I thought it was 7.
Was it 7?
I think it was 7. You went with 7
I think it was.
because what?
It was 7?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you said 5 years just normally doesn't typically work for our business model, but I mean, 7 is a lot more within reason. Is that something you'd be willing to do? And I swear that's what you said.
Okay. Yeah, because I typically don't do anything at 2 to 3 years, so I knock off the 3 years and go 5+. But if we did 7, because I typically try to say I'd like to go 7 to 10 years minimum, but we'll go 5. Then maybe she probably said 7, and then I just confirmed it. So I'm just gonna do it. If she won't, if she says something about it when you draft it, then we'll adjust it.
All right, for sure. Yeah,
I just texted it over to you, bro. You're good.
Yeah, one of her things
awesome.
going as hard as possible to still get the interest on the money. So
Yeah. All right. Cool. I sent that out. So then, Brian, who we calling next?
Miguel.
Okay.
And property, I don't know if you've seen the update, but that is actually a duplex.
Okay, let's see. Okay. Left coast all in one. I don't think I'm connected onto. What's Aaron's business name on here?
Amerigreen Investments.
What is it?
Amerigreen Investments.
For some reason, I don't have it logged onto my computer. Well, fuck it. Brian, just send it to me on text or in the message.
All right.
My bad.
What the
What's up, though?
shit?
Getting your daily schedule all set up, huh?
You know it, bro. Trying to fucking be consistent.
Dude, I got mine every day too.
I made me printed me out a bunch of fresh ones last night. Working on some things, all kinds of things. So you know that property that came from that wholesaler that didn't have this property under contract? I was telling you about? You there, dog? My shit
Yep.
working? Oh,
My bad. I was like literally like zoned in onto this fucking.
no, you're good. I'm in my sunroom, so I don't get the best. My Wi-Fi has been fucking up all day. Actually, my whole internet, the whole thing. But yeah, that one property that the seller doesn't want to deal with the guy. She had her legal attorney or whatever look at this thing that he had sent her, and it's nothing, some bullshit. And he called her and told her that
You told her what?
more. And
Sorry,
so
you kind of
she called me
cut out a
today.
little bit.
God damn internet. Yeah, hold up. I'm gonna relocate. I'll be back.
No worries.
One thing, I thought I had it on me, the number. Let me log in real quick.
My bad. Hey Giles, what's going on with yours while we wait for Brian's?
Hey, okay. Well, I talked to this lady this morning
Uh-huh.
and she was asking 340,
Okay.
5.3, and she turned it into a 6.4.
So it was a 5.3 originally, and she then turned it to a
It
6.4.
was a 5.3, yeah, 5 bedroom, 3 bath, and then yeah, she's got it in the basement. She made an additional bedroom and a bathroom. So
Okay.
technically it's a 6.4.
Okay. How many square feet is this?
It's got to be over 3,000 square feet.
Okay, so 3,000 square or plus, more or less.
Yeah, I didn't get the square footage on that, but I'm pretty sure with a 5.3, even a 6.4, if I include the basement, if it's livable, it's gonna be over 3. I got
Is it
down to 320.
is my voice
It's
lagging?
very
Or
much. It's a little.
are you guys able to hear me? Because I can't really hear you, Giles. Is it my computer or maybe? Because I know that I can hear Josh. Is it my internet that's lagging, or is it just like everybody has like a connection that's fucking up right now?
Could be my location.
Okay, I didn't know because I
Can you
know
hear me
mine
better?
does that too.
Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, a little bit. Okay, there you go. What is this address?
It's 660 Winebrook Parkway. It's in Stone Mountain, Georgia.
Winebrook.
Fucking Stone Mountains.
So when I originally did my research, I was looking at a 5.3, and it says the comp for her specifically, his estimate is what they call it, 409. But I'm guessing with a 6.4, it'd probably be more around 430. That
So
would be reasonable.
660 Wine Street or Winebrook.
Winebrook, yeah, one word.
Oh, Winebrook. Okay. See if I find it right.
No.
I can't bring it. I'm not. Am I spelling it? So, is it? Spell out Winebrook for me because I'm pulling it up on Google. Everything I can't get it up. 660 Winebrook and then
Yeah, WYN. No. WYN Brook, BROOK.
oh okay 660. Found it. Okay. I spelled the roof. I didn't even think about the WY part. I just thought I was just putting I in there. WHIWI, Winebrook. Okay. Now I see it.
Is Carlos Rubén?
Damn, 4,000 square feet. Jesus.
What is that?
Says 4,200 square feet.
4,200 square feet.
That's a large
So it's
home.
probably a little bit more with the additional bedroom and bathroom. Probably 45.
Let's see. Yeah, okay. So it was built in 1995. Here we go. Let me comp this.
Reasonably, I'm thinking around 430.
Yep. There's yeah, 423. One sold 4-bed, 4-bath, 4,300 square feet. It sold for last month for 423. And then one sold 2 months ago, similar for 425. Now there's one that is, I think, like a mile away from this that sold for like 580. So that one's probably like super renovated.
Well, the air conditioning is brand new. It's only 2 months old. The roof is about 5 years old. She upgraded all the bathrooms. Got a jacuzzi tub in it. And a bigger shower. Kitchen, the appliances are less than 5 years old. There's only one cabinet that we're gonna do shelf in it, and they kind of screwed it up. So that could be my $300-400 repair, maybe. And I'm looking at less than 20 grand for repairs in the house, if that.
How much is she asking for it?
I got her to 320.
320. That's cash or terms?
That would be cash. If she's open to terms, she just gotta talk to her husband.
Okay. 20.
You going to buy that?
I don't know.
Where's the houses?
Georgia.
You have
320.
Are they okay? Yeah, just one.
Yeah, it probably, well, I mean, the house doesn't sound like it needs a lot of work, like you said. Maybe we can get some photos just to confirm it, but terms probably the easiest way for us. Like at the 320, like even if we gave her more money on terms, it could be a deal as long as she works with us if she speaks to her husband on terms. But more or less, let's take a look at the photos to see, if there's really no rehab, then 320 can probably make sense for I have like a lot of cash buyers in Georgia. That's like one of my main markets. And so if we get some photos and it looks pretty good, we could probably get a buyer in their cash. If not, we can buy at terms, either or, whatever. But it could be a deal at the price you have it at, even if we need to offer a little bit more on terms.
Yeah, from what she says, it's only everything is only minor. Everything's been pretty updated. They're just looking to downsize.
Got you. You spoke to her today or yesterday?
Today, this morning.
Did she say when she was gonna try to talk to her? Did she tell you like another day to call her back or no?
Yeah, Monday,
Monday. Okay.
because of the weekend.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's try to get some photos on this thing. And I think it could be a deal, even more or less if we have to, like negotiate a little bit down from where you are, cash to
Mhm.
make it work for a cash buyer. But if not, like we can also do that where we negotiate maybe $30,000-40,000 less and then follow up by a creative finance option that's over the price that she had asked you for, just to make it sound attractive.
Yeah, and there's, forgot to mention there's, 275 MG left.
Or even at the 275 and then giving them the fucking equity from 320 to 275 and then buying it sub 2, that could work.
Mm-hmm.
Because no matter what, if they were to sell it, they have to pay 275. So it's not like they're making the 320. So what's the 320 take away 275 is 45 grand. Maybe we can give them like 30, 40 grand down or something, or even pay them that whole thing. So even at 320, we can just like, hey, if we gave you 320, you mind if we just came in and paid your equity and then just bought the property on sub 2?
Yeah, because I think Belida's a pretty good return on that left.
Yeah, what was their mortgage payment on it?
17.
Oh, that's pretty good for how big this house is. 17, and what can like this rent for?
And I don't know if it's market rent, but there was 2281 market rent. I mean, rent.
I see that on the rent estimate. Cool. So that's an automatic $500 right there. This could be a deal. I mean, it's gonna be a deal no matter what on term. It'll be a deal on terms. If not, it's a good opportunity for sure. All we gotta wait is just wait for Monday to come so we can talk to her. But oh, are these the current photos on Zillow?
I believe it to be, yes, from what
Yeah,
you
this
told.
place is fucking nice. This place is really nice.
Yeah, granite counters.
Holy shit, they probably staged it. Jesus, this place is nice.
The house has been pretty much updated on every way. Even the AC is only 2 months old.
And the house is good. I'm gonna move to Atlanta, homie. The fuck? You get that much for 320 grand, you get like a 5,000 square foot house. Dude, in some parts of the area where I live, you get like a fucking shoebox for 300 grand.
I know.
Dude, like I look at some of these properties in like Oakland, like I work with a few people in like Oakland, San Francisco, and I'm like, no way. That property's 600 square feet and it sold for 600 and something thousand. I'm like, fuck that. Fuck that.
Yeah, I'm not thinking it's gonna be that much in that neck of the wood, but conservatively, I'm thinking 430.
Well,
Even
this
if
thing
I
is like
buy,
turnkey. Yeah, this thing is basically turnkey, ready to rock.
yeah, I mean, it just needs a bit of lipstick. There's a cabinet needs to be, and she's got everything. So you don't even have to buy material. There's a cabinet in the kitchen that they were trying to turn into shelves because they wanted a shelf and they kind of screwed that up a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Just one small cabinet. There's they had a tissue problem with one of the toilet papers, so they had a little bit of a flood. She's got the drywall panel already for the ceiling. There's one tile missing, and she's got 2 boxes of tile that matches the house and what she's got already. Everything, all the carpets have been removed. It's all like
This is
but-
Winebrook Parkway, right? Parkway?
yeah, Winebrook Parkway, yeah.
Okay, because I see another one. I'm just making sure because I see Winebrook Parkway and then Winebrook Circle. Just making sure. Yeah, the
Yeah, no,
photos
that's
on the
better.
Zillow right here look really, really nice.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
And I'm
kind of surprised.
running Airbnb right now on it. It says averaging $7,500. Let's see the view.
Fuck.
Oh shit, the whole seasonality is nice. The whole thing is like 6 grand and up every single month. Fuck yeah.
Fuck.
Let me call Tom. I know Tom and I were looking for Atlanta Airbnb properties. Dude, this is sick. Hell yeah. Let's see. 660.
What's up, Yasiel, my brother?
My brother Gilly, how you feeling, man?
I'm working on it.
Okay,
Working on
okay.
closing this one, yeah.
Blessings,
Yeah, I like
blessings.
this one, bro. For a fact,
Carlos.
I'm like 100% interested in it myself. Either Airbnb or just long-term rental. I'm totally interested in it because you get 320, even if they owe 275. If I do an Airbnb, I can pay that whole equity off and still make it work with furnishings in there and whatnot. Yeah,
no.
dude.
I was a little off on my calculation, but according to what I'm figuring out, even if I buy it cash, I got like a 90,000 return on it.
Yeah, like if you're buying and holding it right after 320, the person buying it automatically gets, you know, the fucking 90 or 100 grand spread of equity for sure. If you're
So I
buying and holding
figured,
it.
in my calculation, I figure at least 10 grand up front in the borrowing, and then after selling it, if I can sell it for 80,000 more, that's 90. So 10 up front and 80 at the back.
I like that one. I'm gonna put this one down right here. I like this one a lot. Okay. Hot lead Giles. Right here. Fuck yeah, Giles. Let's get this one locked up, man.
No, I'm pretty sure I can get it locked up. She was very sweet. Very nice
Sweet,
lady.
man. Easy to talk to, huh? Those are the best.
Yeah, very easy to talk to, very nice. I built a nice little rapport with her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Actually, I'm looking right now in that area on Airbnb, and every single one of the Airbnbs is like averaging municipalities 6, 7
I didn't
grand.
even know they did Airbnb in that area.
Yeah, Atlanta is very hot for Airbnb, short-term rental. And the crazy thing is, it's only 40 to like 50% occupied, and everybody's bringing in 6 to 7 grand. Even one person has it only 27% occupied and still made 5,500 bucks. Meaning, like, you know, they only fucking rented it out like 6 to 7 days that month and still made 6 grand on that on the house.
Is that close to Atlanta?
Oh, sorry, not Atlanta. Georgia, just a lot of places in Georgia is open to short-term rental. Atlanta, and now I guess the Stone Mountain is, because I'm putting it in on Airbnb. I'm putting the actual address.
I'm sorry, Stone Mountain is close to Atlanta as a suburb.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Sweet.
I lived in Atlanta for
Are
10
you there,
years.
Ronnie?
I lived in Atlanta for 10 years. So yeah, Stonebriar, it's a Stone Mountain Park. So it's a nice area. Now I haven't been there in years, so I don't know the changes. But yeah, Stonebriar is just a suburb of Atlanta.
Sweet. Yeah, it's sick for Airbnb. I like it.
But all the houses in that neighborhood, man, is super sweet. They're all pretty nice.
Let's see.
They all got like a colonial style, red brick, white garage, white trim. A three-car parked garage. 1 7x16, 1 8x7 garage door. They're all big houses. There's 1 3-2 in the neighborhood that I saw, but that was the only one. Everything else is 4 and up.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. So I'm looking at like, damn, 16 beds, 4
A
beds.
6-4, you should be able to rent that for at least 3 grand, shouldn't you?
I'm looking. Oh yeah, for just long-term rental. 'Cause I like to underwrite my Airbnbs now. I underwrite them to see if they're first gonna make sense long-term rental. Like in case, you know, stuff hits the fan, you can just go long-term renter in there, know you're gonna profit. And then anything out after that is just extra.
Yeah, because being that close to Atlanta, I wasn't aware of it because I didn't do my map research. I just got a little overexcited.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's good. Good job on this. Because there are a couple ways that I mean, you're picking up instant equity. The house is like almost turnkey on it. So I like
From what you told me, yeah, and I'm my believer. I mean, she had no reason to lie to me.
Yeah. Look at Josh's whole head is gone. It's like in smoke.
I see that.
You see that? Josh looks like he has no head at all right there. It's just a fucking sweater with some smoke coming out. There he is. He's on the
Yeah,
phone.
man, he popped out of the woodwork.
I want this deal if you don't, Carlos. Is that the one you were talking about for the Giles's deal, Aaron?
Yeah, Giles' deal. Yeah, for sure. I want that.
Cool, man. Yeah, whatever. Let's get Giles to lock it up Monday, and whatever route it goes, man. You want it? It don't matter to me. I'll take it. I like the area. I like Georgia a lot. I already have 4 properties there. So no matter.
If
You
you don't
want
want
it, cool.
it,
It's cool.
yeah, I'll take it.
Oh yeah,
I
for
know,
sure.
I
I'll
need to
definitely
knock
add
in
it,
my
but
belt.
I don't mind it. Wherever it benefits Giles the most in the deal.
Let's get
Hey,
it.
I gotta put-
in-house too.
I
Yeah,
gotta
keep it
put, I
in-house.
gotta put the proof in the pudding now.
Proving the pudding. So yeah, just really Monday follow-up call. Really, if I have to follow up in the morning or you got it in the morning, because your work schedule, you just let me know. But I think we could make it work. Even just like, hey, since you owe 275, fuck it. Like, let's just buy it sub 2. Like, even if we just pay you a little bit, if we can convert it to a little bit of money down and then pay it over time, or just pay out the equity subject to the property and then just rent it out, because if you do that, you're really not gonna have to, it's like, you're really not gonna have to do anything to rent it out. It's already basically, I mean, with what I'm seeing on Zillow, it looks like super like nice. I mean,
Yeah, I
you
mean,
said
there's
something about cabinets, but I don't see anything on the Zillow
one piece
photos.
of cabinet only. There's a
Mhm.
piece of cabinet, there's a sheet of drywall that needs to be replaced. And one
Okay, so
panel
did she
needs to
send
be
you,
cut.
she verbalized this to you?
Yeah, she verbalized that to me.
Okay, so maybe these photos are like, maybe like right when they moved in or something.
She gave me every detail of everything that was wrong with the house.
All right, let's just get photos on this and whatever it is, lock it up, either cash or whatever it is. All it is just put the shit on paper and we can draft addendums if we go other ways,
Yeah, I mean, I got enough balls to do a live call.
Yeah, I know you do. So then we can even do it when you're off of work Monday. If you schedule it, if you just call it, maybe call later tonight or Sunday and let her know that you want to schedule a call for like, 6 p.m. your guys' time.
Yeah, I'll do that. I mean, it's
That would
easier
be
for me to
fire.
talk after work. I'll be more relaxed.
Yeah, that would be fire. Look at, and then Giles will be locking up a deal live on a live call. There's not really people who jump on the live seller calls but myself.
Yeah, you gotta put your money where your mouth is.
Yeah, you do, man. Good shit, bro. Honestly, good stuff right there. Good shit.
Oh shit.
Cool.
Lost
So,
you guys.
okay. So I got Brian's deal real quick. Miguel.
Oh fuck. Oh, there you guys are. Lost you guys there for a minute.
Okay, so I need to call Charles, Brian, and Miguel.
Oh, I don't know if you're tied up right now, but if we can get the deal funded, which I'm pretty sure I can. How long does it take to get the funds?
As soon as your lender's like, hell, I went over everything, I'm ready to go. That's as soon as they're ready to go and they tell you, hey, I can have it wired in 7 days or less, you're ready to go. Some people have it already in their bank account. Some people need to move money from one account to the other or wherever they're pulling it from, self-directed IRAs, Bitcoin. Some of them might need a week, few days. But reality, if once they agree to it, you're gonna ask them, when will your money be readily available? And then you just tell the escrow, send me over the wiring instructions. My lender's money is gonna be ready in 7 days or on this day. And then basically on that day, when you get the wiring instructions, you send them to your lender, or you just connect them, you CC them in the email, and let escrow do all the work. Let escrow send the wiring instructions, get that all done, and then they'll update you that the money's in escrow.
Yeah, my least favorite thing.
That's what Lauren's here though, but I'm not in probably on this Zoom right now, but Lauren is now doing transactional coordination. And I know that she's open to being paid on the back end since she's just starting. So part of a transactional coordinator, Giles, is really, once you lock up that deal, you just give it to her and that's it. You don't do anything else. Her job is now to do what I have to do on the paperwork until I have my own TC, right? So you just give her the paperwork and her duty is to drop it in escrow and update all parties, escrow, the seller and the buyer or you or whatever. And she just does all the updating. Hey, this is ready to go. We have 2 weeks until title comes back. Did you want to get an inspection? Yeah. Okay, I can go and call the inspection myself. So she'll start doing all the transactional work behind the scenes. You would just be freed up after that to do basically all your deals. That's why TCs are super important and you want to pay them out. Cool thing, Lauren is just starting up. So most TCs are going to charge half up front and half at the close. She's willing to draft it where she'll do the full payment at the close, you know? So you can instantly do that and cash or creative, it's like 500 to like 750 bucks or whatever, depending on which one.
She's reliable.
That's awesome.
She's just starting. She's just starting off, but she's in sub 2 and in sub 2, they have a full on course. So in sub 2, they have a whole bunch of training courses, how to be a lender, how to find private money lenders, how to be a transactional coordinator. So the cool thing about the reason why I like sub 2 so much is because they trump every other mentorship. They teach you everything about a business, not just how to do creative financing. They teach you how to scale a business, how to make websites, basically everything you need to learn how to have successful businesses. Teach you Airbnb strategy. They have every module. They have literally like fucking modules up the ass and everything in real estate. And that's why nobody ever beats sub 2, because they're giving you like the highest level of training in every area. Not all of us don't learn everything right away, but I'm not getting my lady into the transactional coordination. The only thing that sucked is we were supposed to draft up 2 documents this week, and so I can have her get paid on them. But my fucking subscription ran out on Microsoft Word, and I can't update and fucking do any of my contracts. So I can't even pay my lady to do the fucking paperwork. I was so fucking frustrated yesterday. I'm like, set myself up for a fucking whirlwind. At the same time, I set myself up for success, but I should have structured myself better at the beginning of the year. But something as simple as that, where I can't even fucking draft 2 purchase sale agreements right now. Yesterday, I was supposed to buy 2 properties. Well, now I'm going to ask Lauren to do them for me and pay her. But I could have paid myself, like my lady and I, right? I could have paid ourselves more money on the deal that I would have borrowed from a lender. And my girl would have I would have just charged ourselves in the back end of the deal. You know, I can't even fucking do that because I don't even have a subscription on Microsoft Word. What's up? Fucking A, man. Jesus. Sorry about my
Fuck
language.
Bill Gates.
Fuck Bill Gates. You should have done this shit for free.
I got a torrent.
Okay. So, let me get to this one right here. So, Miguel, let me bring this up real quick. Cool. And then we actually have boots on the ground in Huntsville.
Alabama.
Yeah, Alabama. Yeah, the deal that we just closed with Michael on Friday, the team that he works for, she lives in Huntsville. So you know how all you, like Aaron, you're a business owner, and I have like Brian and Cameron under you. Well, I have another you, but that she lives in this city, Huntsville, Alabama. And then Michael and Yoseo work for her, and Nick. So Yoseo actually works for Nick and the lady that Yoseo's plugged in with, and she lives right there in Huntsville.
Oh, so that's the market they're hitting the whole time is Huntsville and Birmingham.
I'm in it because they want us to buy deals for themselves too, to lock them up. So basically everybody I'm working deals with, they also have a big lead list in their market as well. So like I work with somebody in the Bay Area and we do other areas, but we have a lot of leads in the Bay Area, San Francisco, Oakland. And then like, let's say it was you, looks like a lot of your deals are in like Alabama, but typically you would like, a lot of people have some in their actual area. Like I work with Dustin and his team, and he has a lot of leads in his neighborhood because they want to buy for themselves in their neighborhood too.
Yeah, no, I feel that for sure. We're actually in different markets. We just uploaded a new campaign, 27,000 leads in Georgia.
Georgia's fire, bro. I love Georgia so much. It's like where it's at. It's like the gold rush, like Florida.
Yeah, we just
It's
got
ironic that I found my first dog down in
27,000
Georgia.
leads there.
You see, everything on that side, Florida, both Carolinas, Tennessee, Georgia. That's like the gold rush right now for Californians. Everybody in California is fucking flying over there, buying all the properties.
I got a fixer lead coming in from Georgia. Albany, Georgia. You familiar?
Albany, Georgia, yeah.
I got a lead coming in from that. It's gonna be a fixer.
4-bed, 4-bath, 2,400 square feet duplex.
Yeah, is that Miguel's, Brian?
Yeah, this is Miguel's.
Yeah, it should be a 3-bed, 2-bath for both duplexes.
Oh, so it's 6-4. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, it was
So that's-
converted from a 4-4 to a 6-4.
Was 4-4. Now 6-4. So they just added 1 bed each. Okay. So it's 2,400 square feet though, right?
Yeah. And so he did all the work there. So he claims it's all permitted, but obviously not too sure.
Yeah. So we'll check. Let's see, permitted.
Oh, on a side note, there, do we know any GCs in Georgia area?
Where in Georgia?
In Stone Mountain, Georgia, close to Atlanta, I guess.
We could just Google them and go through reviews. If not, like I literally have so many sub-2 students, Astro Flippers that live there. Ronnie lives there, lives in the, like not far. Like Lauren Campbell lives there. Abraham Gray lives there. There's so many people live there. Franklin, the powerhouse, lives there. Deborah in the powerhouse lives in Atlanta. So many people live in Georgia that I don't think that I think we're gonna have a problem in Florida or Georgia finding anything. We have a lot of fucking people that are in the powerhouse, sub-2 and TTP that live in those markets. I think it's just when it's time to do it, we'll just call people and find the right guy to help us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Abraham Gray is the one buying. I'm closing on the deal. Supposed to Monday or Tuesday with Abraham Gray and John Carlo.
That's it.
$57,000.
Hey, what's up? Good, right? Just right here making follow-up calls with the team on Zoom. Yeah, we're looking at another deal to buy right now in Texas, like 250 ARV is 500, 480 to 500. So sweet deal. Yeah. And then we're actually looking at a duplex right now in Huntsville, Alabama. That's the next one we're about to call right now. I know it's your backyard. I was just letting them know. I was like, oh, I actually know somebody who lives right next to this. Yeah. This is a duplex. Yeah, it's a duplex. It's 6 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. So we're looking at it. We're about to call it after. What's up? The zip code is 35805, not 1. Let's see right here. I just got the notes on here. It is. Hey guys. Ace, no. 1 second. Let me just shut the flags up. My bad, Christina. So I'm just looking at the note. What's up? No, I don't have REI reply.
Are you on your laptop right now?
I am on my laptop. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, I'm on it. Okay, click on the run now. Okay, what's the account? REI complete at gmail.com and then the password. Okay. All right. Do I send to the phone number or do I send to that phone number or the email? Okay. Yeah, it looks like your email. It looks like the REI at Gmail. Okay, so I just sent it over to you. All right. Sorry about that. Give me 1 second. Howie. Howie. Come here. Hey. Maui, come here. Okay. I had to put the other ones in the cage. Yeah. Okay. So go ahead and I logged into the REI reply.
I don't do it on my laptop a lot. I may have to pull it up with. So you're gonna actually go to the conversation. So there's a drop. There's two different. One is capital, like all caps, and the other one is well point that says NA under.
Where are the campaigns at? I've never been on this.
All right. Let me put it up on my laptop. I can run the if I told you I could.
I see the Dwell Point Inc. or
Yeah, so you can actually go in the inbox that shows all the conversations going on.
let's see.
And so you'll see there's 50 million of them right now. Like some want offers, some want a call, you know, they all have that from the beginning of the conversation.
Go to the launch pad. Let me see. So we hit the launch pad or not the launch pad or dashboard. Conversations. Boom. Found conversations. Okay. Okay, I see a lot of messages. Here we go. Okay. Jesus, you guys have a lot of messages that need to be responded to. Dude, I like it. Yeah, you guys have a lot. You guys have a lot of leads. This is what I like to see. This is what I could work. There's so many that there's so many. Jesus, they're all today. All these guys messaged you back today. There's like 30 of them.
He got a little overly confident on this one. I told him, I was like, dude, this is way too much for one person to try. He was like, no, I got this. And now he's like struggling to catch up.
Yeah, dude. Now that I know that you have so many of these, I can jump on these. I like talking to people. I'd like to just jump on calls, but
Yeah.
I would probably text them like, hey, you mind if I call you? And jump on a call with them. Okay, so like, do I? Yeah, I have it on the right-hand side. It says the name and number. Okay. Do I have to set it? Do I have to set up do they have their own calling campaign that I have to add to my computer? Like sometimes Podio has it or smartphone or Just Call. You have to like connect them to your laptop.
So I'm guessing when you go into a message on the computer, I don't know like how you call through there. I'm guessing that it has a same thing, it has a phone.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. I can get to these after I finish up the 2 or 3 more that I have in front of this.
Alright, so how many of them do you think you have the bandwidth to try and work it?
I don't know. I'm trying to close I'm trying to work a whole bunch of deals right now, like just cold calls. So I'm just basically right now I have like 2 or 3 more follow-ups for the team, and then I'm open to like calling as many as I can go out of my way now, you know? Yeah. So I'll literally text them or call them out on the spot, even if I don't respond, but I'll call them, let them know that they're texting whoever, and this is who I am, and then I'll work the whole deal from just reading the notes.
You work on trying to get some of that caught up for right now.
Okay.
So probably, I know some people may be irritated because he hasn't answered them in a day, and some maybe in 2. So I know he was saying he was gonna, let them know that he had something come up or whatever, to try and settle them down. But
Yeah, I do the same thing. Honestly, when you have that many, it's hard. When you have like, besides just doing lead acquisitions and closing, when you have all the paperwork and then life, you got to eat, you have a team, like it's hard for you to get back to them. Sometimes I'm the same way, and I drop the ball. I'm still trying to get to it. Still trying to get it right, but I drop the ball here and there.
So I know he's in there. I'll talk to him right now. I know he's in there trying to settle people down. But yeah, if you want to start, texting to them and working to get them on the phone, I'll go ahead and tell him that, aside from just kind of getting people to chill out, letting you work them, to see how many you can get caught up. Because really, right now, a lot of them are at the point where it's time to negotiate, right? See what we can do. It's either a deal or it's not. So we can get it out of the system and do something with it.
Sweet. Yeah. Well, I'm the best at that, so let's do this.
Yes, I agree with you. That's why I said jump in there.
Cool. So let me knock these out that I have in front of me, and then I'll get to these in like less than an hour.
Sounds good. I'll let him know.
Okay, thanks, Christina.
Yes, sir.
Sorry about that. Fucking mad leads right there. Okay, so there's 3613 Clopton Street. They want 250 and you offered 144. That was a no-go, right? Okay.
Yep.
Built in 1923, 2,400 square feet.
Yeah, so cash to build a house on some land he has.
Say that again?
He's wanting the cash to build a house on some land he has. But he was to the seller financing idea. I want to say he did say he wanted kind of short terms. Can't.
Wow, I don't even fucking know the ARV on this thing. I'm trying to comp it. Let me see.
Yeah, I had trouble, and I didn't know the ones I did see. I guess since after I found out it was a duplex, I didn't know if that made a big difference.
Oh yeah, because of the cash flow that you can bring into it makes it different. You can pay, people can pay more for a duplex.
Right.
But just at the same time in the area it's in and all this stuff. But like I see just by going through like the estimates and estimates, like Zillow is 230 and Redfin. Good jam, huh? 244. Look at that. Aaron got the good jam going.
Hell yeah, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, you don't even know it. It's all good. He's just playing. Aaron was bumping the good shit right there.
Jamming to the good ones, classics. Midnight.
Okay, so Brian, back at it. So I just see Redfin's estimate and Zillow's estimate to be around the same 235 to 245. I'm looking at like trying to comp like apples to apples how I like to, like 10 years before and after and 250 square feet more or less, but I couldn't find anything within the neighborhood within 12 months that sold that was very similar to it. Now I could like open up the year built to further and it'll give me I'll share my screen so you can see what I'm talking about. So you guys know how I like to comp my properties apples to apples, and I go to the home details, find out the year built right here, go for the square feet, come over here on Zillow. Even when I had the paid campaigns like Property Radar and Batch Leads, I like them, but Batch Leads you can do this, Zillow you can do this for free, and I like doing it a lot. So square feet is 250 square feet more or less. So even if I went to 2,000 and left it at 2,750, it was built in 1923. So I put it 1913 to 1933, rolled out 6 months, and there's nothing that compares to it in and out of the area. I'm just zooming out, zooming out, zooming out, zooming out, nothing, right? So I zoom back in, let's just click this, we go up, and we open this up now and say 1950. And now we have this house that sold for 361. Where the fuck's this at? Okay, so it's like a couple miles away right there. So let's do this.
Did you type in duplex? That pop up.
Nah, you hit the home types and it'll be right here. Multifamily, apartments, townhouses. Yeah, so it's everything. Now I had to go all the way up to 1970. So I'm no longer comparing an apple to an apple, though it might be the same square footage, might be the same build out, could be a street away. But the price of a 1970 Charger to a 2022 Charger is different from each other, right? And so like the same thing, like you can look at both of these properties and they look very similar, but they just have a huge gap in age. I don't confidently look at it at my stage as an apple to an apple, though when I first got into wholesaling, I never even comped the year built. I never really did that. You know, I learned that one from like Abraham Gray and Eddie Charger. And I like it. And I use that in my advantage. Like, hey, listen, this is how I look at things. But in reality, here's even 1970, right? Even if we went 1980, what else is out there? Everything is 140, 180. Let's see. Nothing sold in the last 90 days, really, except for the 140 property. Let's open it up to 2022. We have a one bed, we have this house, 350. So what, so you offered him 140 and he said he wanted 240?
Yeah, he was kind of firm on that, and that's kind of why I rolled it in to a different solution.
All right, cool. We'll see what's, I mean, I see everything on this side of the street to be fire, but nothing on this side of the street. So let me call this cat real quick. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and call him real quick. Hey, what's up, Miguel? This is Carlos. You had spoken to my associate Brian about your duplex that you have off of Clopton Street, I believe. Yeah, man, I'm just touching base with you. I know that you kind of caught me up to speed a little bit about where you guys were. Said that you renovated it, I believe, like 4 years ago. You did like the roof, put a metal roof on it, some granite. He told me that you're currently renting both sides out for $1,200 a month, correct?
Yeah.
Is that market rent, or do you think it's a little bit under?
It's under.
What would be like market rent for something like this?
Only it's gonna be like maybe between 11 to 1400 each side.
Okay. 11 to
There's three bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, you know.
Okay.
And the way the market going here in country, and it's ridiculous. Everything's going high.
Yeah. So yeah, he told me that he had offered you a cash offer that works for us, but didn't work for you. And he said it was 144, and you said no to that, right?
140.
Yeah, he said that he'd offered that. 240. No, I know. I was saying that he offered you 144 yes, or the other day, correct? Oh, okay. So you want 250 for it, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just bringing up the address on my laptop. Where did you by chance get the numbers? Are there any other duplexes in the area that are selling for around that price? Got you. Yeah, so we buy properties a few ways, but when we buy properties cash, we look to buy them with a little bit of, we need to put some renovations, so we buy them for like we can fix and flip them and make profit on them. Yours looks like you renovated it, so it doesn't look like we might be able to work together on the cash price. If you were looking to sell this, would you try to sell this on the market to get the 240 that you're looking for? Yeah. Do you have a mortgage, or is it paid off? Oh yeah, that's $100. Yeah, you're making good money on it.
But the money is only 2,000. want to do for living. You know, I'm a construction guy.
Okay. So the only way,
So I remodel a lot of houses, you know.
I got you. Yeah, the only way that I can pay the higher price, the 240, would be on terms, like, you know, giving you a little bit of money down and making payments. I don't kind of like how you're doing it now, but I would be buying it from you. Would that work? Does that even interest you?
Oh man, I need to talk to my wife and ask, you know.
Because I'm able to pay a lot more than most people when I buy it this way. And have you ever sold a house like this on seller finance? Yeah, basically like when you go get a car or a mortgage, you know, like I give you a little bit of money down and then I make payments over time for, you know, 5 years or something, and then I pay you the rest off.
Yeah.
That's the only way that I can do this. Otherwise, you know, I won't be able to actually buy it cash. I can only pay the 240 this way. If maybe you could speak to your wife.
You want to do the way we want you to be down payment.
Is there a certain amount of money that you need to?
No, I was asking you, what's gonna be the down payment?
Typically, if I'm paying market price, like higher prices, I don't see 240. I couldn't find anything in the area like a duplex that sold recently that's very comparable to yours. So if I'm paying you know, full market price, I'm typically putting 5, 10, maybe 10% down on the house. So yeah, who knows? 5, 10 grand.
I can get a 10%, you know, doing nothing in 1 year. You know, in 10 months, I can get a 10%, you know.
No, I know
Like I
that.
say, I'm not interested in selling it away, you know. I just telling you, man, you know. And it don't work the way with me, you know. Because I mean, it's making me money, okay? And I mean, honestly, I don't see what's gonna be my benefit like that.
No, and I don't see too much of benefit because you already have it paid off and you're making, you know, 2,400 a month. You're making like 26, 27,000 a year profit on it.
Yeah.
The only way that I can see it benefit you is right now, if you sell it, you're going to get the most for it because the market is coming down. So maybe I can pay you 240, give you some money down and pay you interest, and interest over time, you're going to get more than 240. So, you know, if I give you a couple points of interest on it and you give me 5 or 7 years to pay you off, I'm not only giving you 240, but you're going to make money on top of that. So you're really going to get, you know, maybe 270, 280 over the 5 or 7 years for the house. That's the only other really way I can see it to benefit you. Otherwise, it's already free and clear. You're already making all the money. Yeah, no worries. You know, how you have it right now is already good. It's just if you wanted to sell it, I could buy it for, you know, the higher price. I could pay you interest so you make more money on top if you gave me time.
I told him, I said, look, you know, I got this people that been living there for over 4 years already. They've been good paying rent and everything. I'm not gonna kick them out of there so they pay it. But I was waiting for them to leave so I can renovate it again and make it like a house and sell it for price for a house. So I can get easy and there the way the market go down the way is gonna be at least. I know I have to put some money on, but I can sell it for like $350,000 or $400,000.
That's a good way. Yeah.
New houses coming their way.
I mean, you're in the business. You already know how to make money. You're a construction worker.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
mine's last resort, man. If you wanted to sell to me, mine's last resort. Mine's not the most attractive offer to you. You already know how to make money. I just wanted to let you know this is the only way that I can do it.
Yeah. But look, man, if you want to buy houses and they have to be remodeled or redone, keep my number. Call me. I'll help you out getting it done. This is what I do for a living.
You know, I just bought a house in Alabama, so that I'm glad that you said that because I'm gonna need to get work on it. So I'll actually save your number, Miguel, and then I can call you a little bit later because we're drafting up the purchase sale agreement on the house in Alabama. I believe it is in Huntsville, or no, it's in Birmingham. How far is Huntsville from Birmingham? Okay.
I work in the area too.
Okay. Well, yeah, it does need work. So, I mean, it would be a good job for you. Okay, so I'll save your number and I'll write you down, and I might not be able to buy this house from you, but at least we can work together on some future projects. Okay, Miguel, thank you so much. Bye. Oh, I just found my contractor for the house in Alabama. Fuck
There
it.
you go.
Fucking
That's what I'm
fire,
talking
dude.
about, networking.
Now we're like a motherfucker. You see, even he knows what's up. Hey man, you buying houses? I'll do all the work. I'm a contractor. That's what's up. Cool. So Brian, we're last resort. It makes no sense. He's fucking free and clear. He's general contractor. He understands the game. He's probably connected with other realtors and gets really good prices on materials. He's already he's at the top of his game right now. He's making fucking 20-30 grand a year on that property. It's free and clear. He knows what's up. Ours is not really too attractive, but glad that I'm able to get a contractor in a market that you guys are in, and another team that your sales on is in as well. That the REI reply that I just shared the screen on, all those houses were in Huntsville.
Awesome. Well, at least something positive came out of that.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So we'll get that one out of the way. And then Brian, was there any more on your end before I move on to the next person?
Just Amanda, and then I'm driving at the moment, so I don't have all my notes.
No rush.
There,
So-
I know Monday we have to get boots on the ground for 2 properties. I believe that's in Huntsville. So
Well, I
I don't
have
know.
the lady I was just on the phone call with on her. She lives in Huntsville. And then not only that, I got Miguel, the guy that right here, I could pay him a spit for something,
all right. Yeah. So I think at the moment that's it for me.
Okay, cool. So I got to get Cameron on here too, because he said he had some deals. But so we went through Giles. Okay, cool.
I
You
got
should have brought
one
him in as a
call.
student.
You what?
You should have brought him in as a student.
Oh yeah, Miguel, huh? I don't know. He got some things going. We'll see what's up. Maybe we can benefit. Maybe we can partner on some deals. I'm like, hey, I'll give you fucking like 30% of the equity if you do the fucking renovation for me. Any way to
So
not
I
pay,
actually,
right?
so I actually think I might have somebody that will want to join the team.
Ooh,
Yeah, so I made a call today. It was my first call, like ever. It was my first call.
congrats. Yeah.
Wait, I know you said that you had like a line, so I didn't mean to cut anybody off.
No, I
So-
was going through the line right now to see who was next in line, and if Yoseo or Josh don't have one, or Jesus, then you're runner up. So, Josh, you had a deal.
I got one, but if she wants to go next.
Okay, Yoseo, did you have anything?
I'm working on Sarah right now as we speak, so she could go.
Okay, and then Jesus, you got anything?
Yeah, I'm in the same boat as Yoseo. I'm working some right now.
Okay, cool. So then Rosie, Josh is gonna let you go first. So what we got?
All right, so this is the one that is on 1008 West Bears Avenue. I know I have sent you the info on that. I also got some pictures on the inside on that one. So I did call. So it so happened that the guy, he's a wholesaler as well. His name is Justin. He knows the family that owns the property. So the reason why they selling the property or they want to get rid of the property is because the mother passed away. So it was, given down to the kids, which is 3 of them, but the sister has the last say so.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, she has the last say so. But he said that the kitchen was renovated about 5 to 6 years ago. The roof was it's like 8 to 10 years old, so definitely that would need change. Plumbing and electricity, he said that it was up to date. The price they're looking for is $325. The mortgage they have is $160 monthly with insurance, tax, and everything. They paid $750. Nobody's living there right now. So
Vacant?
like it's very vacant.
Was it a rental or what?
No, the mother was living there and she passed away.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry about that. Yeah.
Yeah, the mother was living there. She passed away. But he did say that the like if it's renovated and everything, the average monthly rental will be 27 to 3,000. And with remodeling and everything, he said that there was a house that was remodeled around that area, and it's like He said that it sold for $499. I think I know what house he's talking about because I literally pass that area every single day. So I think I know which house he's talking about. But he said that with that house, it will be between 415 to 430. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 1864 square foot. He said, well, it sits in the back of a lake as well. So like when they go outside, there's a lake there and there's a dock. He said.
Yeah, I see it. I mean,
Yeah, so
he has to drive over to or walk over to the lake, but yeah, I see it.
and no, like it's actually like right in the backyard. I know because when I pass through the houses, I could see it in the backyard of some of the houses. So it's like a little lake that's around the
Okay, I
houses in that
see.
area.
I see exactly what. Look, I'm sharing my screen. This is the lake you're talking about, right?
Yeah. So it's that lake is it's technically for whoever lives around that area.
It's pretty fucked up, huh? Here's your guys' lake right here, like toilet water.
And he said that it has a little dock in the back as well. They obviously looking to sell it ASAP. I asked him if he could, like he said that he was able to bring it from 410 to 325. But I'm asking him to see if he could bring it down to 315 because they don't want to go lower than 325. So I'm trying to see if they could bring it down to 315.
And this is a cash deal?
I did ask him if they was sub to. He said that he spoke to them about it, but he could touch bases as long as one of the kids says yes, then that's the agreement that they will have to go with. But the sister has
It's
the
a little
last
bit
say.
harder when there's multiple parties on because it depends on if they all want to do it. But so he said that he'd be cool at 325, and you think the ARV is what?
He said that it was between 415 to 430.
What do you think it's worth?
Honestly speaking, driving that area is very busy, and the houses around it, it's kind of up there. So if depending,
okay.
like I would say it will be between like 330 to 5. I say.
So
only because
how I comp properties is I do 10 years before and after the year built and 250 square feet more or less. And this is what I came up with that sold in the last fucking month. These two are the most recent ones. One sold for 385, right in the same neighborhood as you can see me sharing my screen, and in the same neighborhood right down this right here. So this is like your subject property somewhere right here.
Right.
And then this is one that sold for 385, and here's one that sold for 549. This one's like 100 square feet more. Here's one that sold for 400. So, and these are all in the ways that I comp them. So more or less looks like these are closer, 400. I'm gonna click on this real quick just to see how the inside looked. Maybe this one just needed, let me see, there probably was no photos on this one. So then this one probably is renovated. It's a different style in the house too. Now here's another gangster song. Yeah. I wonder why this one's 549. I wonder if this one has a pool.
What's the address on that one?
This one is 14910 Northwood Village Lane. Looks like it's like, literally in the same neighborhood, just on the other side of the lake. This is where it's at. Because here, watch, I click on this. So this will show me exactly where yours is at. Right here. Here's the lake. So you're right here. So this is more or less where one of the property is like one of these houses right here. So this is where your property is. That's on a main street, which is another thing. Usually
it is on a main street.
Usually you typically comp 10% off the market value on a main street. So then right off the bat, here's one right here, right next to it. This is our house is right here, 385. There's that. And then it's still right here, 549 right here. So it's not even a mile away. It's literally just around the corner right here, 549. Now there's no lake connected around on this one, but I don't know why this one sold for much more. I wonder if this one's just completely renovated and it sold for 549. Yeah, but more or less,
But-
let's be conservative and let's just act like it's closer to 385, 400 like these two.
Okay.
And he wants 315, but more or less cash. Like it would be a deal if this right here is a valid comp, 549 at 315. I mean, you're picking up 230 grand. Like it's a deal. I just don't know why. I gotta like do a little bit more research on that house. I wonder if here, let me see, what's this right here. So you see this right
I'm
here,
trying to like pull it up myself too.
right here, watch. Go to this, hit this right here. If you put ZHVI and you hit the zip code and you click enter, you're gonna see the median household is 355,383. Just for you guys, if you guys want to know a little tip, you guys want to see what the median household is in a neighborhood, you just put ZHVI, which is like Zillow's like home value. I forgot what the I part means, but you put in that zip code and then you just hit enter. And right up top, it'll tell you more or less what the average is. Doesn't, I mean, more or
Okay.
less, like you can find properties that are higher and lower that sold, but this is like the median price, 355, right? So let's just be conservative and say 355 to 400 is gonna be like our market. And yeah, so let me see.
Yeah, that was a pretty sweet little nugget. I didn't know about that shit. That's dope.
Brad showed me that shit. Yeah, but that would
What do
bring it up. So
What do you use? Are you using Rentometer or whatever for your rental rates? Or are you just using Zillow?
nah, since I ran out of cash on everything, I'll just go to and once I automate everything, it'll be easier. But you can go to Craigslist, put in the market, look for rent, go to Facebook Marketplace, put in the rent, and then you can see what properties similar to your size are renting for. Right now, the rental market is going to be good. Like a lot of people can't afford homes, so a lot of people are going to be forced to rent, and a lot of people are going to be looking for rent, so rents are going to probably go up a little bit. But yeah, Rentometer, Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, and just click on the rent, or even Zillow. You know, like
Well,
hey,
yeah, that's what I use Zillow, but I didn't know which other
Yeah,
ones.
because that's what I'm seeing here. Because so it says like for Zillow, the rental and on that property will be 3044, and the average is gonna like for like if we were to fix it and sell it, it'll be 431. Well, the range.
no, yeah, for sure. I mean, Tampa's a hot market, and it's a good rental market up there. And for sure, the rental rate is 25, 3,000 plus probably, just like how California is, like 3 to 4 or 5,000. I guess,
Wait, Tampa
We can-
earlier, Tampa, Florida?
yeah.
That would be accurate, yes.
Would there be a way that we can even ask them about terms again with the family?
Yeah, I could text him. I could text him and ask him. Because the number that I called was the number that was on the selling sign. And it was actually his number. It wasn't even so there's like I wouldn't know how to even find like the actual family member. Everything is under their mom's name. I'm guessing it just got passed down. So I could ask and see if they're willing to do a sub 2.
Or you can just set up a call with me, so then you can hear me present.
I did actually tell him that you will be calling him.
Okay, kind of like
Yeah.
like what more or less like when did you say that I can call him?
I didn't say no. I said that that my partner will be calling him. That I was gonna put give you all the information, and then you will be calling him. But I
Okay.
didn't give no time frame. I didn't say anything. So
Okay.
maybe I could give you the number if you wanna.
No,
Like
we
I
could
said,
do
he's
we
a
could do this. We could do this. We can do this right now if you want. I'm open to it. I'm right here. You
yeah.
know, I don't like to
'Cause-
procrastinate. I like to get shit done. And I've been late. I've been like behind a little bit this week with a lot of Zooms and a lot of meetings. And so like today and tomorrow, like I'm just trying to blow out fucking follow-up calls before Mondays starts all over again. I have all the meetings going again. So
Yeah,
which I don't think meetings will ever stop. So that's why I'd rather use Saturday, Sundays, or like I'd rather not coach on those days and just fucking blow out calls. I mean, I'll coach with you guys while I'm on these calls, but I'd rather just blow out calls and then fucking see if we can all buy deals on the same days, you know?
He's also a wholesaler.
The
I'm
owner
not sure if he's
of the house is a wholesaler?
no. He knows the family. He's very close to the family.
Got you.
So yeah, he's very close to the family, but he's a wholesaler. He did say that they have multiple offers. They've been close to closing, but something turns left with the people that they're gonna close. So I'm guessing right now that there is no offer. Like I said, he also sent me pictures of the house. I could forward them to you as well. And I did invite him to the powerhouse. He said that he'll be down to come. So yeah.
Dude, let him come in. So then if he's a good friend of that person and I drop the knowledge on this guy, maybe he can see, hey, maybe we might be able to benefit your family, man, and get even more money doing it this way, your friends or whatever. We're working a deal like this. A wholesaler from TTP calls me and says, hey, I'm working this deal. One of my really, really good friends, grandma, going through some stuff. She's building a new construction home. And then she has this current house that she lives in. She's moving over here and was going to save her annuity, pull out her annuity to pay out the monthly payments on this hard money loan that's building, or this development loan that they have. But I guess one of her sons, which is the wholesaler's friend, got into some type of accident or something where he needed a lot of money. And so she basically helped him bail him out or something. And then she's now tapped and she's about to concur in 45 days a $5,700 monthly payment to her new construction home, plus her $2,600 a month on her current home. And that home is worth like 450 to 500 being conservative in 3 months. Right now, it's probably 520, 525. He locked it up for 216,000, but she wants 300 grand for it. And he goes, I was like, well, you got a deal. But he goes, but the thing is, I want them to get more money. I said, oh, okay, because this is your friend. You're just, you want to care for them and actually give them a lot more is what you're saying. Yeah. And he was on my coaching call yesterday in TTP. And he goes, you were probably the guy who can give them more money. I'm the guy who already locked it up. I know the friend. He's one of my closest friends. And I'm also a realtor in Houston, Texas, where it's at. And so I'm like, dude, 100%. We can fucking give her like 300 grand, give her like 75, 80 grand more. And I still pick up $200,000 on the equity. You let me renovate it and then refinance it and cash out the rest. But I can probably give her like 10% down at the close, which is 30 grand. So then she can use that 30 grand over the next 5 or 6 months to pay those $5,700 payments on her new construction. And then I'll take over her current $2,600 mortgage. And I'll do it less than like 12 months. So then I can get her in and out and just refinance it and pay her off the remaining on it. And that's because he wanted to help out the family. So it's kind of like this. I want to be able to help them out. We might be able to give them more than they're asking, right? They want, what if we can give them 350 on it? What if they give us the right terms? Who knows, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, the one in Texas is like a fucking deal, dude. Like a crazy deal. Now I'm about to buy.
Yeah, and I'm trying to like, well, like it took me a long time because I was like, my anxiety was so like over the roof. But I'm like, I told myself like, if I'm trying to make it and not continue to struggle, even financially, like I need to let go of that. And I know I stuttered a couple of times, but as we continue talking, I started feeling like comfortable and stuff. So
it's warming up, like
it
warming
went
up the
good.
car, right? It's like warming up the car. Once you find out, you know what, it's more in your mind. That's why Gio does well, because he's a little bit more mature in his stage of life where he understands this is just talking. It's just talking, really. But he's also been in the customer service and sales like I have, and it's so simple to us. When it's newer to people, it's just more in their mindset. It's not too hard, really. Like how at first you said, I was stuttering, and then it went away. It's just because you were already fucking with your mind at first. So you were getting yourself nervous. So that's why you were stuttering. And then eventually when you found out, oh wait, this is pretty simple. This is pretty easy to talk to this person. Then you calm down a little bit. That's normally how it's gonna go from here on out. Like I thought maybe I would have been nervous getting onto TTP and doing, getting on and presenting in front of people. But I'm not nervous anymore because I do it literally every single day for fucking the Powerhouse. And I didn't change the way I acted. Literally, everyone in TTP was in that Zoom was like blown the fuck away about the knowledge I was giving them. And then I told them like, yeah, this is nothing different than when I give Monday through Thursday at the Powerhouse. Like literally, I give the same exact information. And the entire TTP community was like, you know so much. And I'm like, dude, the Powerhouse knows so much. The whole team, I give them this 4 to 5 days a week. So for TTP, the whole community, even Brent's like, dude, I'm like, yeah, dude, I literally teach this shit the same exact way on my team. And that's why they're going to crush it. Because if TTP and sub 2 students see me as like, holy shit, motherfucker, you know how to close at a high level, then I'm teaching you guys how to cut trees with chainsaws for a fact. If everybody out here is telling me, dude, you're surpassing every sub 2 student, TTP student in just negotiation, that's crazy to me. And that means all that I'm teaching you is at a high level. So if you just learn to repeat the fucking words that I say or think the way that I think, you will automatically skip everybody that's been doing this shit for 2 to 5 years. Because this is what I was on a phone call earlier. What happens in this business is that people will go and learn about wholesaling and real estate, and they go and study that, which is great. So they learn the basic minimum acquisition skills ever. They learn the basic wholesaling lines, the scripts, and they never go and study how to improve on this part, which feeds you a lot of money. And all they do is learn how to wholesale better and better and better, but you don't have a lot of opportunities because you don't know how to fucking make this gap like this, and you would be a solid closer. You stay like a minimalistic closer, and then you're learning every day on wholesaling. What you need to fucking do is stop learning more about wholesaling and fucking get into just trying to close at a high level because you already understand wholesaling. And I teach people that's why the Powerhouse makes it. The reason why we're different is because I push the close on here. I don't push the real estate. Why? Because all you guys already are in other mentorships or have YouTube University. You already learned the basics of wholesaling. And I'm going to teach you how to take it to the next level by having mindset over matter, and then feeding you guys how to close at a high level. And I guarantee you that you don't even need to know how to do the strategies for people to want to work with you. I have so many people that come to me now that are literally, I was on a phone call with somebody who had like, I forgot how many deals he did this when they purchased this year, like 40 something already. And he was asking me for help. So you can get a whole business automated. You can buy a whole bunch of deals because you don't have to do the acquisitions. But it doesn't mean you know all the strategies. And so people will come to me like, yo, dude, like I have a lot of leads. Just like this guy, the guy who I was talking about at Texas Property. He was a wholesaler with TTP. He was an agent and a contractor, been doing it for years, but doesn't know creative financing at a high level. So he came over to me and was like, yo, I want to actually hold this property. Would there be a way I can hold it with you? I said, yeah, you can hold it with me, but I'm not doing anything then. I'm not doing any work because I want to buy this property outright with my partner. But since you want to be a partner with me, I don't mind that because I know that you'd bring me more opportunities and I can teach you more. But I'm a busy person. So if I buy the whole thing, I'll work on it. But if you want to be, 30% of the deal that you don't understand how to perform on, you're going to do all the performing then. Meaning you're going to do all the legwork, get the general contractors in place and do all that. Just like I made my partnership with my mentor, where, hey, you're such a busy guy. My mentor is like next level fucking shit. Like Pace Morby and Brent Daniels are great role models and mentors through mentorships. But a mentor is somebody that you can call on every day, like how you guys can call on me every day, right? Like someone that you can answer your questions and call on every day. That's like real mentorship by the book, like that. I met somebody in sub 2 that was at a high level that does gas, Bitcoin, does notes. He comes out on stage with like high performers, like people who are like Pace Morby and Brent Daniels, but just different names, but they're like that wealthy. He comes out on stage to do presentations about oil, project management, fucking works for hedge funds. We ended up linking up because he pays a lot of money for leads. And he pays for cold callers, but they're just not really good at closing. So he said, dude, I heard that you can close. I pay for fucking leads, like hot leads, and I pay for cold callers, and they're not doing shit. Come and close my deals, and I'll even pay you 10 grand on top of all the deals of already that I'm paying for, and I'll just pay you again just to have them. And so I went over and I closed one of his deals, or I didn't see it to be a deal. I went over and I said, hey, he's open to the sub 2, whatever. It was my first sub 2 deal. And I said, I don't see it to be a good deal. And he looks at it and goes, yeah, dude, we can make like so much more money in this way. And my light bulbs turned on, and that was it. From there, I was like, fuck it. Hey, man, I didn't look at any other deals that I threw away that I could have looked at this way. If I can bring back those deals, if I can revive them, knowing you're a busy guy, I don't want to waste your time. If I were to give you 50% of the deal, can you just answer my phone calls and tell me what to do next? If I'm doing it right or wrong, and I give you 50% of every single deal that I can bring besides your deals. It was a no-brainer. He said, yeah, we now own 10 properties together. Gio was one of his paid leads. Gio right there was one of his paid leads. Gio's a seller. He's a seller and stuff. He's in the mentorship. But
Yeah, well, tell him it's payback time. I want some of his deals now.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, you're plugged in. Yeah. So Gio's gonna work with Brad and I on our acquisitions team and stuff. It's funny because he'll probably see his name right there, like in the acquisitions part, bought deal or whatever.
So I have a question for you, right? Now let's say like they do agree to a sub 2. For one, do you really think like this is? I think it's a good deal, but do you think it's a good deal? You're more of an expert.
I think at the current purchase price that it could be a good deal for cash buyers because they pick up instant equity and they can probably make a cash flow. It's just since I'm not an actual cash buyer, I don't use hard money and stuff like that, or I don't do fix and flips. To me, I'd have to go what I know that I'm confident in and create a financing. Now, if I was trying to wholesale it, I'd have to go a lot lower than what they're asking because I know what cash buyers are paying for currently in the market, which is under 70% now. So you think if the market rent is the market rate is 400 and I got to offer them 60% on their money, I got to offer them 240 minus repairs, and so I'm offering them 100 grand less. And that would make more sense for most cash buyers who want to do fix and flips or wholesalers. That would make a lot more sense. And that's probably what I would do. I would call them and tell them that that's how I would have to look at it and do it. Because you said you have photos, just knowing you have those photos, does the house need work or is it like 22 standard rent?
It does. No, it needs work.
So if I buy a house at 325 and it needs work 40, 50 grand, 60 grand, whatever it is, right? Let's just say be conservative, 50 grand, 325 and 50 grand, I'm at 375. What if it could be sold for 400? Now there's no deal, right? But if you were going to buy it cash to buy and hold, you might pick up 25 grand and then really good cash flow. And that can make sense for somebody if they refinance it after the hard money. But I'm not that guy to do that. I just don't do it yet. So if I can let them know, look, I'm buying it at 325 as an investor, not the homeowner. How do I make money in that? Really, if I have to put in money and then the market's telling you 400, even whatever this 500 is or this, I'll give them reasons why that's not going to work on theirs. And because I transfer certainty, right? I learned a lot from Jordan Belfort in the straight line system and how to close, which is the Wolf of Wall Street guy. And he talked and the reason why I close a lot of deals is because I do what he instructs, which is I already did it before I instructed it, just understanding that art of closing. But when I watched his sales training and everything, it makes so much sense to say that. In the art of sales, what you're really transferring is certainty to the end buyer or the seller. And what it means is when you're a confident person, it means you know what you're doing. So if I'm talking about I know what I'm doing, you're on the other side are basically accepting that I'm pretty much certain what I'm telling you is right. And so I'm transferring how confident I sound. I'm transferring that what I'm saying is right. And you usually lock in and fuck with me because you're I'm convinced that this guy sounds actually like he knows what he's doing. When you start talking to somebody and you're nervous and you're stuttering and now you don't sound professional, I might be questioning you. Are you new? You did not transfer any certainty to me. And now I'm like, nah, I don't want to work with this person because I don't feel confident because they don't feel confident. I don't want to make a mistake. But if somebody over here is like, no, and I'm going back and forth telling them reasons why, and I'm showing them, I'm educating them, I'm bringing up other strategies, they now know, oh man, this guy knows a lot of things in here. He's probably right. Let's go with this guy because he transferred, he was certain about what he was talking about. And it made so much sense when I heard that sales training, the straight line system. And it's fucking a great training. But that's why I'm also good, because I go through trainings with some of the best people. I've done Grant Cardone sales trainings, and I've done Jordan Belfort straight line system. And then I came from the car business and stuff, and now I'm a little bit more mature. So right here, we negotiate. I became a real salesman. We're not salesmen here. We're just negotiators. None of this is sales. Sales is me overcoming and trying to make you buy it, even when you're trying to walk away. This is like we're negotiating, trying to get a deal. And if we don't like it, we walk away. Total different. But you still need to understand how to negotiate at a high level, because it is part of sales. Negotiation is what's going back and forth, what we're talking about. Sales is like trying to make the most out of that sale. It's trying to make your money in the deal. Negotiation is the real part of sales. It's like the bread and butter. It's you have to understand how to talk, how to not just be like an employee at like Burger King, where we give you the way that you want it or whatever. Like, oh, would you like some cheese with that too? Like, however you want it. Okay, cool. What else do you want? How much more do you want? That's not negotiating. That's just sitting, like basically dropping your pants and letting yourself get fucked in the ass, basically, by people. It's how we used to say shit like that in the car business. Like, you want to be strong at what you do. You're not here to sell somebody. We're also here to look for a deal. Like we're looking to find deals, not create them, meaning we don't have to try to overcome the reason why that they should work with us. It should just be finding somebody that's open to working with our model. That means we have to look for the right people on this fucking type of deal. And then it's time to negotiate, meaning stand firm on what really is going to work with you. And that's what we teach here a lot in the Powerhouse. And that's why you guys start to, hey, what's up, little man? No worries. But yeah.
He's been sick, and he wasn't even letting me do the calls. So because he woke up sick today. So it's been a lot.
Yeah, but that's basically it, right? Like it's really about negotiating and standing firm and knowing what works for you. It doesn't even have to, the deal can make sense for maybe somebody else, but you have to know what makes sense for you or who is in your phone. Meaning, who are the people that you know that can probably perform on this, and does it work for them? Is your buyer, do you know your buyer's criteria? Does it work? And so I tell people sometimes too, they're like, oh, well, I see this. Hey, you know what, man? I'm not telling you that it's not possible to somebody else, but with my experience, it doesn't work for me. That's all I tell them. That's my own lines, right? Like we can use our own lines, and that's the truth. Hey, look, people can buy. I know people who actually buy properties for negative cash flow or like low, or even break even, just to be able to get a lot of tax incentives on it because they're super wealthy. I'm not super wealthy. I can't do that. I can't make those decisions. So I can't buy it though. But what I can do with what I know in my experience is, and then break it down how I can buy it.
So my other question is like, let's say, I'm not talking just specifically, just in general. Like, let's say that I want to partner up with you, with a property. How, like you said that you would make me do all the, which I don't mind. That part, like I actually want to do where I do all the work. It's just more like financially, you just give me that support. So how will that work?
You want to learn how to like buy and hold is what you're saying?
Yes.
So basically, like YouTube University paces videos, right? Start to learn the basics. So then, like when we have an opportunity to buy and hold, you're not completely lost, like having to learn what things mean and whatnot. Like you still, I want you to, if you want to partner with me on a deal, I want you to know some of the things that you need to do, right? And then I can answer your phone calls to do them. But I don't want it to be like where you come in and I have to babysit your ass all the way through the deal. That's different. That now means I could have just paid you a wholesale fee and did the whole job for myself. Now, for somebody who wants to partner with me, they have to do all the legwork. And so for you to get to that level, that means just understand what you're doing. Doesn't mean you have to know how to perform, because I might be nervous on how to perform. But you have to understand what escrow is, title insurance. If we're going to use lenders, you have to just understand the terminology of it. Then understand a little bit about me breaking down strategies, right? More phone calls with us. But if I have to go partner, give somebody equity on the deal and walk them through the whole thing, like if I'm doing it, I'd rather just pay them out an assignment fee. But now if you're at a point where you're like, look, I'm ready to rock, I kind of understand what strategy, like understand what you mean by wraps and long-term rentals. And I did the research. This is what the payment is. This is what we can pay. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to now put this in escrow, call the general contractors. I'm at that level where I feel all I got to do is just call people, because that's really the next step. The next step is really just calling people, calling escrow, calling title, calling inspectors, calling general contractors, waiting 2 or 3 weeks for title to come back clean. If it comes back with a lien, now you have to let everybody know there's a fucking lien on it, right? And so it's really about the next steps is what everybody gets nervous of. What was hard for people at first is to know what a good deal looks like. Once you understand what a good deal looks like, there's still nervous feelings because we never actually bought. We were only wholesaling. It's super easy how to buy. Same thing with me. I didn't know how to buy. So I had told Brad, dude, I've never purchased before. So I'm still iffy, even though I know this is a good deal. I guess I'm iffy on what's the next thing. He's like, bro, don't even worry. I'll walk you through. All right. But at that point, I brought a lot of lead flow. I knew what the fuck good deals were. I negotiated the good deals myself. And then I basically already understood all the terminology. He never had to spoon feed me once, not one time. Not one time. He never spoon feed me. And spoon feeds means like how I break down the information to you guys. Like I break it down because I want you guys to learn it quickly. Spoon feeding is like that, like where I'm like literally breaking it all down so you guys can learn it, which spoon feeding is actually really good for the students. That's how we learn a lot. All I'm saying is he didn't give me that opportunity because he was too busy. He has too many businesses, makes a lot of money. And so you know how it is, how I get on a phone call with him? This is exactly, and I think maybe Josh and Tan and one other person has been on a three-way just to hear how he taught me. And basically this is how it goes. Let's say this is the house. And I'll go over, I'll call him, hey Brad, hey, I got this deal that I'm working. Okay, what is it? Well, the homeowner, it's a wholesaler has it locked up or whatever. They know the homeowner. They want 325. Okay, where's it at? It's in Tampa, Florida. Nice market. Nice market. Okay, cool. What's the ARV? It's like 400,000. Oh, okay. So what are we doing? Are you trying to wholesale it? No, I want to buy it on terms. Yeah, because wholesaling might not work. Okay, so what if I was able to get this for 325 with some money down? Okay. Well, did you talk to them? No, I haven't. All right. And then what else, Carlos? Is there any renovation? Yeah, it's gonna need like 50 grand. Yeah, man. 325, 50 grand. Yeah, man. And you said it's only worth how much? 400 grand. Wow. And then I'd be like, so what are you thinking? Well, I could do this. To me, it doesn't really seem attractive. If you can get it on terms, it's a different story, but it's not attractive. All right, cool. That's literally how all my conversations went with him. And I understood this. When he said, damn it, I needed to sweeten up that spot. How much money down on terms? 50 grand. And what was the purchase price to the ARV? What was that spread? Like 60 grand. Damn it. There's no money in there. So then I would know, okay, I need to, if the purchase price is 330 and the ARV is 40 or 400, and that's $70,000 spread, but then I have 40 grand in renovation, there's only 30 grand spread before all the closing costs and everything. That means I need to either get less money down or a bigger spread. He didn't tell me that. I had just understood it because he was so busy. And so every time he said, damn it, or nice, I knew that I was on the right track. Damn it. Okay, well, fuck it. Now I'm going to go be super conservative. That's why I teach you guys, like, fuck it. Everything is approximate numbers and super conservability. And that's why I get a lot of deals now, because of how I look at it. I don't overanalyze and get too stuck on it. Okay. But that's how Brad taught me how to do what I do. I just came prepared and understood it. And literally, the motherfucker speaks like 10 words on a phone call. I'll be on an hour call with him analyzing deals, and he'll just respond like 1-word sentences. Nice. Sure. What do you think about this deal? I literally went over 2 deals this morning. He said sure to both of them. Didn't even get excited like I did. He's like, sure. All right. Sounds sweet. Talk to you later. That's all. I'm like excited as fuck. Just like 200 grand. That's cool. Let's do it. Looks good. I'm 4 hours from that house. Cool, man. Lock it up. Cool.
That kind of sounded like us right now. I was like, I mean, I guess like it was my first call. It was my first call, so like I was like super excited. Like even if it wasn't like a good deal or not, like it was just the excitement of shit. Like I pushed myself to make that
Yeah.
phone call and to get the information so it's like it's just what just happened now.
I get excited like every day. I like this business that I'm in. I get excited. I get like this drive, this energy. I feel really good. My girlfriend probably gets annoyed because I get so much progress, and like right after I get done, after being in this office for 10 hours, 15 hours a day, and I get off and she doesn't want to hear me talk about it. I'm like, we fucking killed it today. We did this and that. And she's just like, every day, all you talk about. Sorry, I get excited every day. Every day is a new fucking day. And we have so many people doing deals, and I don't know how to separate myself sometimes. And that's why I'm like, okay, 6 or 7 o'clock, I'm trying not to do any more work, but it's hard because I have a lot of students and I'm trying to come up and trying to help everybody. And I have a lot of students on the East Coast and the West. And I'm like ruining a lot of like our time, but she understands it. I've told her, look, you keep ripping me up and getting upset and everything like that. And I understand. I've been selfish for a lot of years when I was immature. This time I'm being selfish so I can get you every fucking thing you need. I could take Friday evenings, Saturday and Sundays off for you and my mom and your mom and our families now. So give me another year of all day, every day like this. Just holding it in one more year of all day, every day, and you'll be living life chilling with your families and friends while I'm working every day. You guys will be able to just travel wherever the fuck you are, so I don't have to hear this shit. So you guys are at least together, enjoying yourselves, having a good time, and I'm still out here achieving my goals because I have a good time sitting right here. Because it's new to me. I've never been in this type of performance. I'm trying to make light. I'm trying to help people make money. This is my excitement. This is where I'd rather be on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday night, me being my age, right? And stuff like that. I just like to have good weed next to me and come out here and close fucking deals. And that's it.
Hey, I look forward to the Zoom every night.
And you're like the one who's here the most besides Josh. You're even here more than sometimes Josh because Josh is getting busy now. But you're here every single day, man. And that's why also you're going to see his performance because he's not only here to show up, he commits himself. He's mentally ready. He raises his hand first. He always wants to go first. He's going forward for it. He's just taking action, not even knowing 100% of everything. And he understands he doesn't need to because we have a team here. And you're going to see him. I mean, we have a deal where we just underwrote that looks to be a good deal come Monday in Georgia. Aaron wrote, I want this deal if you don't, Carlos, right? So either the buyers are already in here, the buyer's already sitting here, and he can just lock up the deal and know already who's gonna buy it.
So how do I know what a good deal looks like? Because that's where I
Look at the spread.
because
What did you
I
say,
could
Jim?
find houses.
So this is how I see good deals. With what's going on cash right now, because the economy is coming down, everybody got used to. Wait, let me ask you this: How long have you been in the wholesale atmosphere?
Just now, like this is
Your
I
brand
just started.
spanking new. Brand-
Yeah. Like
Okay.
I'm learning the terms. I'm learning everything. Like
So you
I've
literally
done
like a
my-
month ago, you just found out what the fuck wholesaling was.
Yes, yeah.
Okay,
Because
even better.
I've always come across what like the word wholesaling, but it never interests me. Like it never caught my attention. So
Yeah.
like for example, when I first like got into investing into real estate was in the process of me closing my home that I currently live in, which is maybe like a couple of weeks ago because I closed on August 26th. And I came across Grant Cardone. And I saw free course that he had multiple family houses. I took it and I invested $1,000 and I got the tickets to go to his thing in December in Miami for the 3 days. I got the tickets for that. I got I got his book.
You give me 1 second, okay, guys? Give me a couple minutes. You guys just chat for a second.
Yeah, no worries. Listen, do you want to know how I got into it?
How?
Carlos bought a house from me.
Shit,
That's how
connections.
simple it was.
That's cool right there.
It's so crazy
And
because yesterday, so like I also have like a I'm trying to come well, I'm trying to do this transportation business. I already have it out and everything. I've been giving out my business card. I started this because I ended up getting my LLC like last month too.
Yo.
I
Give me
started
1 second,
this.
guys. Sorry to interrupt you. I gotta go run across. My brother lives across the street, and to go take out his dogs because he went out to like some adventure park with his family. Just called me, so I'll be back in like 15 minutes or so. If you guys want to stay on here, cool. I'm gonna be back and literally just start blowing out calls. Okay. Up to you guys to stay or jump off. Up to you. I'll be back.
yeah, that's basically how I got into it. I says, wow, that was that easy. And I was on the other side.
Yeah, no, and
I thought to
then
myself,
like this
wow,
was before,
how can
and
it be that easy?
I'm actually
You know,
trying
and
to
the
get
more I
the
talk to him,
lady I drove yesterday. I'm trying to see if she would, because she said that she's been considering selling her house. So I told her that I was a wholesaler and that if she, because I also give her my business card since I gave her my service already. I took her from Tampa to Jacksonville because that's where she lives, but her company is so big that their office is here in Tampa, so she was on a business trip. So I gave her my business cards and I told her to stay in touch. And then like if she do consider selling her house, and her house is nice. Like it sits in the corner. It doesn't look, from the outside doesn't look like it needs any renovation, but she said that she's had it for about like 10, 12 years already. So like the mortgage should be low. But yeah, I told her like, well, like to contact me if she ever does decide to just move down here and be closer to the office.
so yeah, so anyway, so yeah, McCall is by my house and he piqued my curiosity. And you know, I wanted to find out more about him. So yeah, I played this game and I joined the mentorship and now I'm fixing to sell my first house on Monday. I'm making a
Nice,
$1,000
nice.
profit.
Nice, that's what I'm talking about.
Boy, give me on fire, man.
And instead of being scared, I was super excited.
Word.
I was
That's
so
cool.
excited I knew I couldn't mess up.
And it's right in Miami, the house that you got locked down?
Georgia,
Georgia. Oh, nice, nice.
sweet house, 6 bedroom, 4 baths.
And how long did it take you, like, as far as the conversation, like, how long did it take you for you to lock it down?
10 minutes.
Wow, that's fucking awesome right there, bro. I gotta sit down and build with you, man, because you really good, man, talking to like since you own houses already, like you got a lot of experience. I
Well,
got
I'll be finalizing it on Monday and I'm doing a live call.
oh awesome, okay. I gotta sit down and see if you can help me with the no-go.
I'm gonna do this live. So I can't fuck up.
Right.
That's my commitment. As I know if I do it this way, I'm not gonna mess up.
Right.
Too much pressure there to mess up.
Yeah.
Doing it live. I don't think anybody's ever done that yet.
But you're doing it, brother. You're doing it.
Carlos has done it, but nobody else has done it. But he's our teacher.
Yeah.
So I want to show what kind of teacher he is to give him props. And at the same time, I want to give myself props for being able to do this. So I'm putting some pressure on me to get it done. And I know I can close it. That's not an issue. It went way too smooth for me not to close it. You just got to convince her husband. I don't care if I have to give her cash or if she can do terms. Terms will be better. She was open to it, but she just got to convince her husband. Hopefully, if I can do the call Monday night, I can get them both on the line and I can talk them both into it. She's already in it. I just have to convince him.
Okay.
So you said you will consider that you were considering doing like putting all cash on it on that house?
Yeah.
You did on like private lending or whatever it's called, or is it like coming straight from you?
No, I'll do private lending. I don't have that kind of cash around me. I wish I did.
How do you go about that? Like, how do you do private lending? I don't.
Well, you gotta have private lenders.
No, yeah, I don't. I'm so new. Like, I don't even have that connection.
Well, it comes from advertising yourself. You gotta learn how to market yourself. Start with Facebook, try to advertise yourself, and then you got people coming out of the woodwork. You want people
Yeah, no,
want
I
to give
have
you.
to. Yeah, I have to create. I have to create a Facebook. I'm not crazy about social media. I only have I only
Yeah,
have
but important
Instagram.
in our
So
business, social media is very important.
yeah, yeah, I have to create Facebook.
And not for your personal stuff, but for your
No,
business.
no.
I marketed myself and I did it in 1 week. I started with 150 people, and now I got about 1,100 people. And I
Wow,
got over 200 people following me.
that's good.
It just, you gotta sit down and do it. And that's the
Well,
bottom
yeah,
line.
you're right. Like, I'm proud of myself that I actually pushed myself to make that
And
call, even if it wasn't a good deal.
start looking for people that are associated with Carlos. I've used Spaces mentorship as well. So whoever's associated with him, I'm associating with them too. Anybody in real estate, anybody has anything to do with real estate or investment or anything like that, I befriend them. No, I got people coming to me every day. I got about 5 or 10 people every day that wants to be my friend now from all over
That's
the
what I've
world.
been doing. That's what I've been doing in on Instagram, because that's the only thing that I have. I've been adding like people that are like into real estate, realtors, investors, all kind.
And at the time I didn't think much of it, but it spread like wildfire. Which is great. It's good for me. It's good advertising.
No, yeah, of course.
I mean, I got people that want to lend me money, that want to partner up with me. I mean, hell, I was on a Zoom and I had somebody, a finance company that wants to help me. But unfortunately, that deal, I haven't heard anything from it, but still, I got her
Yeah.
number, I got her name. If I need her, she's willing to help me. As long as the spread is good and it makes sense to them, if they can make a profit, they will give you the money. Because they're in the same business you are. They want to make money. That's what they're in the business for.
Yeah.
I'll be back in a minute, guys.
Cool.
All right. Yeah, I'm back. Anybody want to practice? No? We're gonna wait for Carlos. Okay.
So yeah, my brother Gilly,
What's up?
let me ask you a question, cause like my negotiation sucks, bro. Like that's why I've been trying to like link up with you to see
I
if
don't.
I
I
can.
don't believe you.
Huh?
I don't believe you, dude.
Right.
You've come a long way.
Okay.
When you
Thank
already
you.
closed your deal, so your negotiation can't be that bad.
I have a hard time like crushing them numbers, man. But yeah, you're
But
right
you don't
though.
have to crush it. Just do it approximate. You don't need a calculator. I mean, it helps to be good of numbers, but you don't have to be. It's just approximate, anyways.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to be that accurate.
Okay, so that's all. Like the numbers don't gotta be like always on point. Like
No, it does not. If you do approximate numbers, you can't go wrong. You may end up being on a better end by doing that.
right.
When your rewards at the end, it's phenomenal.
Facts.
I did my deal this morning. I didn't have a calculator. I was on my back porch, smoking a cigarette, walking back and forth, talking to my customer and taking my notes. That's it. When I was done, I went on paper because I'm good in math, but that's okay. I don't need a calculator. But that's neither here or there. Not everybody has that advantage.
Right.
Okay. When I'm done with her, I went over, I look at my notes. And I'm looking at the numbers and I run the comps and everything. I says, fuck, not too bad.
Okay.
First deal right out the gate, I pay myself 10 grand and I got 85,000 coming out the back end.
Nice.
If I market it.
Okay.
Now, if I wholesale it, I'm going to make less. I'll probably make half of that, but still not too bad.
That was great right there. That's fucking great. Or all right, cool.
So it's not, I mean, getting a deal is not complicated. From what I can tell you, it's going to take, number one is compassion. Number two is going to be knowledge. You got to know what you talk about. Number three, you got to be able to negotiate. Number four, you got to be able to use a little psychology in there. Whether it's positive psychology or negative psychology. If it's negative, then you do reverse psychology. You use it to your advantage.
Right.
You always got to be able to develop the rapport with them from positive to negative. If it's negative, you turn it around so it's positive to you. And, I do have the benefit to have experience in sales, so that kind of helps me too. It doesn't hurt. You don't have to be an expert in sales, but it doesn't hurt.
Right.
It makes you less timid.
That's the thing, man. I've done sales since I was young, but for this, like I don't know, I'll be choking sometimes. It's just like you said, like sometimes I doubt myself on my information. So I start like stuttering. When I start stuttering, it's like when I start getting nervous and it's like
That's what you used to do in the beginning, yes. I know, I followed you from the beginning.
yeah.
So I know, I've seen the progress you made. And you already got a deal under your belt.
Now that situation right there fell apart. Like I never at the beginning it was a good situation. Then when me and Nick looked back into it, like it wasn't what I was looking at.
What happened?
I ended up pitching the seller finance to the seller, and I had him do the follow up call for him to close it.
Mm-hmm.
Because at that time I was still like brand new, so I didn't know how to close it.
Anytime you need help, you have a whole community here.
Yeah.
We're all out there for each other.
Yeah, that's a fact.
There's no way. We could have saved that deal. You just had to reach out. Learn to do that. But you can do it. You got the knowledge. Dude, you've done that. You've come such a long way since I first saw you.
That's true. That is true.
You know,
Okay.
from all the practice that we've been taking, you're night and day now.
Now I could definitely I feel a whole lot more confident now when I talk to Sullivan.
Yeah. I recall you used to be almost shy. Now,
Yeah, dude,
like,
the first
hey,
time you
here
remember,
I am.
I had to walk you through like the close still because you would like pause and be like, I don't know where to go next. And I didn't end your call. I just would step in and just show you, walk through it. So from where you were that day to now, you know, it's completely different. And everybody learns differently, man. Like, I don't learn very quickly. It took me time to learn quickly, and I practice on how to consume a lot of information quickly. But I'm not naturally talented or gifted. I can't read quickly. I can't retain quickly. So it took me a long time to get good at doing that. And it took me like 3 or 4 years of reading books every single month, listening to Audible. So I was like practicing it every day. And I'm still not the fastest reader. Like I can probably read 40 to 40 pages, 50 pages in a book, an average book, not like, you know, in the Bible where it's like thousands of words per page, but like an average book, I could probably read like 40 to 50 pages in an hour and a half, 2 hours. And that's me been trained to do it. Otherwise, it would probably, you know, when I first started, an hour I would be like 10 pages, 10, 15 pages would be like an hour. Now it's like, I can go 40, 50 pages in an hour, hour and a half. But all I'm saying is, man, like just continue to practice, and wherever you are, you will improve. Look.
Yeah, and then just keep jumping in. Every time we have a practice sales, just be the first to be on the books. Man. Be the buyer. Practice makes perfect.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I believe in you. You just gotta believe in yourself.
Thank you, man.
You can do it.
Appreciate that, brother.
No shit. It comes from the heart, brother. I know you can. You showed it to me already. What do you think I giving you a hard time every time we do a sell or buy deal?
Nah, I be trying to always do the call with you because I be like, yo, you challenge me and you put my mind to work. I like it.
Because I want you to develop adversity. So when you have a call and you have somebody asking a question, I remember Giles, he prayed that one on me. I know how to answer it now. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's it. That's why we do this stuff. Dude, if every practice was
That's a fact.
a walk in the park, what benefit did anybody gets? Nothing. Because when it comes to reality, it's not going to happen the same way. You're always going to have adversity, but you have to be able to to overcome that. When you overcome it, when we practice,
Yeah.
it should be the same on a live call. So you can get it done.
Yeah, man.
And and I know you can. Because I believe in you. You just got to believe in yourself.
It's mind over matter, homie. Mind over matter.
Thanks.
I break people. I'll break people who have more credibility than I do because of my mindset. I have people who are like, who have millions of dollars who, when I get in a room, I talk to them, most of them think I'm wealthier just because of the confidence I have. Which is like, this is one thing that I learned, like a lot of everything is almost mindset. And like, I remember when I first became a positive person and I went to my first seminar, when I was broke, but I was positive. I remember when I first walked in, I dressed like in a suit, but when I walked in my head, I felt almost embarrassed and shy to be there because I thought everybody in there was like, like they knew their terminology, they were wealthy. That's where I met Omar Lopez. My first free seminar was Damon John, the FUBU guy, or Shark Tank. So the free seminar out here where I live. And I was
Omar,
yeah, we met right there. We grew up in the same city. Anthony, who's on the Powerhouse, Anthony and Omar were homeboys, and I was homeboys with Anthony, but I never met Omar until both of us woke up one day and we ended up starting becoming believers, and we ended up meeting at the seminar. And I remember that's how I felt. I felt real like down on myself and embarrassed because I felt like who I was about to meet were wealthy motherfuckers who were way further than me in the bed, that I didn't feel good enough to be there, kind of thing. And now where I've been able to bring value without having to even be successful, you put me in a room with wealthy motherfuckers and they'll probably think I'm just as wealthy because I don't show that I'm not, because I am a wealthy man right here. I'm already wealthy. It's just
as long as you walk tall, you can get it done.
Exactly. But that's what I was saying was I felt like that, man. Don't feel like you're down and out because you're new and you haven't closed a deal, or other people in here are coming in that are newer than you, and they might be performing at a faster level right around in the first few weeks or whatnot. Don't really like compare yourself to those people. Everybody's different. Everybody puts in different types of work. Some people learn even quicker. Don't compare. You can acknowledge it, you can admire it, but just work and focus on yourself. Don't let it get in your mind, because I remember when I was first starting off being a positive guy, and I would see others that were around me being positive too, and I seen them still. I'd see some people come in after I already came in, and they would start to outperform me, and I would almost get like, I would think about it all the time and almost get sour, though I'm trying to be a positive person. And then so you're actually still getting negative behind the scene when you're thinking you're trying to be a positive person. And it's this like constant cycle that I thought about over and over. And I just realized, you know what, dude, like maybe I'm fucking doing something wrong. Maybe behind the scenes, I'm not really working as hard. I might be jumping on to these Zooms or whatever I was doing at the time. But what made the real big difference? Because at the time when I started to gauge people, I'm like, all right, this motherfucker is like an apple to an apple. He's not much better than me. He's not slower than me or faster than me in the way we think. Why did he, how did he come in here? And I was already here 2 months or 3 months, not in the Powerhouse, but what I was doing, like in the same business that I was in at the time. How the fuck did he beat me? And like by a lot. And now I understand it because I'm a high performer. And so if I was working hard, maybe that motherfucker was outworking me behind the scene, you know? And that's really what the difference is when you compare to somebody on the same level. Now, if you, let's say you're a slower learner, and then you get somebody like Bill Gates, like, you know, who isn't Bill Gates just yet, but that kind of guy who consumes that much information, or Elon Musk, and you put yourself in the same room, that's not an apple to an apple. It's like someone who's just naturally born a fucking genius, and then one person who's not a genius, right? That can be compared. But all I'm saying is just like move forward, dude. It's really about believing in yourself. Don't ever look at yourself down, no matter where you are. That's what bothers a lot of people at first on that road to becoming positive. You learn that first year, and you learn the first 2 years that you're gonna fuck up, even though you're a positive person and you look at life to be optimistic. And just because I'm positive and just because I'm trying to do right doesn't mean you're actually doing the right things because you're new. So you're still gonna fuck up. You're still gonna make the mistakes. But what happens is you become sour because now you're a positive guy and you look at life like I can make it. But the thing is, you're not a professional just yet, right? It's like if you were trying out for a sport, same thing, like first day from being a rookie to a professional, there was a difference. Well, people have it like I did in my head when I started to become positive and want to live life. I started to look at it like I was going to win right away just because I was a positive guy. For some reason that, oh, you still got to train, you still got to work at it, you still got to get good at it. That went out of the way for some reason. I didn't even think about it. I just thought when I became a happy person, or not happy, but somebody who started to believe in myself, I thought that I was going to win like that. But then I realized, oh, wait, you still got to put the fucking work in. And so don't put yourself down, man. Just stay positive, dog, and put the work in. You're in the right fucking team, the right team.
For me, it's simple. Listen, I've been in it about as long as you have. But at my age, I just don't have any time to waste. I don't want to waste any time. It's too late in my life now. If I wait another year, I mean, what am I accomplishing? Nothing.
Way to look at it.
Nothing.
You'll see
I
how you
got
can look
nothing
at
to
it too.
lose.
Like you could be that guy who one day becomes successful, and when you're on a podcast or on stage telling your story, you're gonna say, "Hey, I was that guy. It took me 6 years before I started getting things to start going, and then now look at me. I'm this mammoth, right?" Or you can be that guy who takes action, goes through embarrassment, goes through being shy, fucks up, makes some failures, maybe gets sued, and then you're on that stage and like, yeah, it took me 16 months to have made my first $100 million because you went through it. You can pick it. Both of you got to that next level, but there's a story when people tell it took me 6 to 10 years. And then, or somebody who decided to just take action and fuck up like myself and say, hey, in 8 months, I have accomplished this whole list of credibility. Right. And then I have people who tell me, like, I was on a phone call. This guy's like, yeah, I've been doing creative finance for X amount of years now. I'm like, how many homes do you have? 2. Bro, I have 10. I've been doing this for 8 months. What? How did you get that many? Well, because I turned into a high performer. That's why. What do you mean? And then I broke down, we're on the same boat if we work the same, right? 9 to 5. That story that I break down about how I wake up earlier and discipline myself. And everybody was like, whoa, that's the next level shit. I'm like, yeah, that's why I know that none of you guys are competition, nor do I even look at you like competition, because you'll never compete with me because you're not on the same boats as me. And I don't look, and I'm not trying to be rude. I tell them, like, it's a straight truth. I tell them that I'm not trying to be rude, but if you want to be a high performer, this is what it takes. Like, I guarantee you talk to Bill Gates and fucking Elon Musk and the Grant Cardones, and those motherfuckers are up but before the majority of the mediocre people on this planet. They're up before. They're working.
You think they never failed?
Exactly. They're doing things that other average people are not doing, because that's what makes an average person an average person.
Hey, I'm a retired engineer. I lost my job. I'm a manager at a thrift store making peanuts. It took me 40 years to figure out how to make money. If it wasn't for me selling a house, I still would be in the same shit. That's where I'm at.
Better late than never, though.
That's it. But think of it, 40 years.
40 years, dude. Think
If
about
I
it.
didn't waste all that time, you know how rich I could be right now?
With the amount of information that we're learning, this guy could have been like 40 years with this type of shit will make anybody a billionaire. Pace Morby hasn't even been doing this. Pace Morby's 39. This motherfucker has
He's
hundreds of
been 15
billions.
years in the business.
Yeah.
He's
You get me?
39 years old.
He's like 39 or 40, and this motherfucker got hundreds of millions of dollars of assets.
Yeah, and he was a contractor.
Imagine this full four. Imagine when him doing it for 40 years. Anybody who did it right 40 years is already a billionaire. Grant Cardone, Donald Trump, Robert Kiyosaki, they've been all doing it for 40 plus years. All those fools billionaires. All of them have billions. Water.
You see, I'm so confident I'm gonna get it done. I'm already smoking a Cuban cigar.
Hey, there we go. Laws
You gotta
of
believe in yourself.
facts. That's why I mean I show up every day, like no matter what, like I got no other choice, man. I have to make this work. Like
You will get it done. Just believe in yourself. If I had to go to your house and beat it into you, I will.
yeah, like,
Yeah,
Just so
New
you
York.
believe. Come on now. You can do this.
nah, facts.
And you're bigger than me. And I know we'll get it done.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, this whole house fucking needs work. Which is
Of course,
ugly.
it doesn't hurt that I'm a retired Marine too, but you know, we'll leave that alone.
Oh, you're a Marine. Oh, okay.
Thank you for your service, brother.
Yeah, word.
That's one of the reasons why I don't
Marine,
be down on
how
myself.
how was the Marine life? I'm actually I'm
It
a
sucked.
veteran. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. I was in the army.
Figure the army and multiply it by 10.
Think of the army multiplied by
Yep.
10. Smoking a Cuban.
We're not even gonna talk about how they treat the people in service after they get out. Yo,
Oh, it's fucked up.
Terrible.
that's why most of them are homeless now. And that's like this is like I was reading I was listening to this book. It's called Self Discipline, and it was saying it was that one, another one, I forgot which one, but it was saying
Now,
that
wait,
you can't
let me,
expect.
I'm gonna stop you, honey. You were in the army and you're reading a book about self-discipline?
Yeah.
Well, it's more.
That's an oxymoron right there.
Huh?
I said, that's an oxymoron right there. If
Well,
you're in the
I
army, you
wanted to
should have
see
self-discipline. Because they'll
when
beat
it
it
comes to
into you.
well, there's different kind of self disciplines. It's not only what the army gives you. That's one thing I could tell you that I've learned. There's different kind of self discipline. It's not just waking up and fixing your bed. It's not just like following orders, and because that's what you learn in the service, to wake up at a certain time, to have to dress a certain kind of way, to have certain discipline when it comes to like following orders and following what your commander tells you. There's different kind of self-discipline. Like this one is more like mental discipline, like your mental self-discipline. So it's different. It's different. At least for me, it's different. Everybody's different, but for me, it's this different kind of discipline. But
I
the
hear
book
you,
is
honey.
more on the book is more on mental self-discipline.
Okay,
But
I
it was
got you.
saying that you can't you can't expect to receive all the blessings. Technically you can't expect to receive all the blessings and not give back. And when I
Of
first
course not.
arrived to Tampa, after I got out of the service, like I was homeless for 3 months, and there was no help that the military or the VA could have gave me for those 3 months. And like my
Sweetheart, it's
ultimate
still
goal,
not there.
like my ultimate goal when I grow is like I really want to get a shelter for veterans, for those that come out, so they
Yeah.
can receive the help that they need, and they could get that stepping stone into coming out of the service and getting into the real life.
Oh,
So
yeah,
that's one of my biggest
you
goal. That's
targeted
where
my
I want to get.
heartstring there, honey. I'm with you on that. Absolutely.
That's dope right there, though.
That's it.
Carlos,
That's
you was able to see the picture?
Yeah, I saw the photos on it. It definitely needs
Yeah.
work. And
Work, yeah.
so for sure the offer is like legitimate. It needs to be like a 60% offer, like
Oh,
how
yeah.
I said it, like 240 plus minus repairs. Did you want me to call him right now?
You could call him if you want, but it would be better if he hears. Well, since you have more knowledge and know your stuff, like it maybe it's better
Did
if
he
you speak to him.
was he cool with me calling him today, or how did it sound like? He did he think I was gonna call
Nah,
him?
he was cool with you calling him today.
Okay, we'll do that. Just put yourself on mute, and then I'll do this real quick.
Okay.
Hello?
Hey, what's up, Justin? This is Carlos,
How you doing, Carlos?
and I'm doing well. Hey, you were speaking with my associate Rosie about this property
Yes.
that you have right there off of West Bears Ave.
Mhm.
Yeah, she kind of caught me up to speed a little bit, kind of sent me over the photos, looked at the address, and you saw the little lake behind you guys and whatnot. And so then she told me that you guys are asking around 325, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Do you know more or less what like the market value on that thing is like once it gets renovated? So I'm not in the area, but I do buy it in a lot of markets.
Okay, so once it's renovated, the market over here has been kind of up and down
Hmm.
with like anywhere else. So originally when I got a contract, the market value after repair value was about 430. Then once everything happened within the last 6 months, that dropped to 415. But just recently there was another house that was renovated, done, and it sold for 499.
Gotcha.
So it's hard to give you a
I know, because I was running some comps, and like how I run all my comps to compare like really close, like apples to apples is I do everything like at 10 years prior to the year built and then 10 years after, and then roughly 250 square feet more or less. And then I was able to see like in the mid threes and then 4. I saw one for like 4, and then I had seen one that was a little bit more, but I didn't. I was like looking at it, it was already fully renovated, so I understood. Okay, everything that is like probably in the as is condition is under 4, and then under like 350. I didn't see too much over that. Does that sound
Right.
like pretty similar to what you're thinking?
Yep.
Okay, and I wasn't sure if you were the seller and you had 2 other parties that are involved on this. I believe that one of your parents passed away, correct?
Okay, so the situation is I'm a wholesaler.
Oh yeah, okay. I remember. Okay, sorry, I forgot. I didn't know if this was the seller or the wholesaler. Okay, I'm catching up to you a little bit.
So I'm a wholesaler and I'm working with the family. There's 3 siblings. The mother passed away. So they did rent it at one point, but the sister, since she was the one handling everything, well, let me not say handling everything fell onto her.
Mm-hmm.
She got overwhelmed and decided just to sell it. They cleaned up the house and everything, fixed everything that they could fix, but for the most part, those pictures were the most recent pictures that I've taken of the property. And we've had a couple buyers who were interested in the very beginning. I've had this under contract for almost a year now.
Oh wow.
And yeah, I've been working with them for some time, helping them out everywhere I can, put some extra equity into it as well. So the situation is, well, originally it was at 375. We brought it down. I talked to them, told them what was going on, brought it down to 345, then from 345 down to 325. At 340, we had about 3 buyers that were interested.
Mm-hmm.
But at that moment, I don't know what happened with them on their end and their buyers, or well, on their end, their private money lenders. But for some odd reason, they just couldn't make it to the table. Whether it's miscommunication between them and the title company, I'm not 100% sure. I tried to figure out what was going on. So they fell off, and we had 2 other buyers who fell off as well.
Why did they just lost interest on the price? Is it really because of the price, or what was it?
One of them lost interest, and then the last one we had, it was more one of those situations where you have people who say they're buyers, but they're not buyers.
Yeah.
And I've been running into a lot of that, which is strange, but I understand the game's changing, but they kind of wasted our time with us thinking that they had the money, but it never did. So
Like so I'm also a wholesaler, but I'm also a buyer. So I'm also in sub too. So I joined like TTP with Brent Daniels and learned how to wholesale, and then I moved on over to Pace Morby and creative financing. And so now I have a whole portfolio of homes. I buy in Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, both Carolinas. I live in Palm Springs, California. I buy in California, but not as much. Arizona, Ohio, and Tampa's one of my markets. I just bought one in Newport Richey on the water, like last month. And so right now, how now that you're a whole, I mean, now that I'm aware that you're a wholesaler and everything, and you kind of seen the market shifting downwards, like once this gets renovated because it needs work in 3 to 6 months or whatever, the market price will even be lower than what it's at. Like my best bet for somebody to buy this is just like a way bigger discount, or like if they would be open to selling it on terms where that's how I buy the majority of my houses, and I'm able to pay a lot more money that way. And so if maybe we can work something out, because I do like the area a lot, and I know that I can get good rent in the area. And so if I'm able to maybe pay that price and just put some money down on that price, because I still have to, I'll pay your fee or whatever, and I have to pay the renovation, closing costs and stuff like that. But this would be a faster route for me to buy it. And I know that most cash buyers in Tampa right now are buying closer to 50 to 60% of the market value minus the repairs. So there would probably be at like 200. Most cash buyers are probably going to be coming at lower than in the next few months if it's still up market. And just wanted to shoot that idea. I don't know if they would be open to that. What do you think?
We have to have that conversation with them. I know that the sister is probably looking at. The thing is, they're not trying to go any lower than 300,000.
I'm not trying to go any. I'm not trying to ask them for a big discount. It just wouldn't be cash. I'm saying, hey, I could pay the price. It's just that it would give me like, minimum of 5 years because the economy's coming down, and I could put some money down on it. Nothing too crazy because I still got a cash flow, but I could put, some money down and then make some payments over time. And then after like 5 years, I'll pay off the remaining by refinancing the house. So I can pay off the remaining balance. I just need a cash flow. So I just need to make $400 or $500 a month minimum in the cash flow, and then I'll be good. Yeah, so I look at it as cash flow. I've paid for homes that are like, if they're like turnkey ready, I've paid market and up to like 50 grand over the market price. It's just they gave me the right terms, little to no money down. I got 10 years or 15 years on it. So just depending on the term right here, I can pay more than everybody else is going to offer them, and I can give them, some money down on it. Nothing too crazy because I have to renovate the for me to get the maximum rent. I do have to put money into it. So if that was a way, I know that I could move forward a lot quicker than, I'm more of a guaranteed on my side of the part, but or you can continue to try to do the 325. I'm not gonna, the cash offer route at that price. I just know that this is something that I can do, and I do like the area.
I'll have to speak with them because, like I said, there's 3 parties involved,
Mhm.
and I know one is kind of ready to sell. The middle is like he don't care, and then the last one is he's the difficult one. So they're not all on the same page.
Maybe if you get to talk to them, and if you need me to like jump on a phone and just, there's a lot of questions on it, like what happens if this happens, Carlos, or what happens here. And so there's documents that protects the homeowners and everything, kind of like when you go and finance a car and the bank gives, is allowing you to buy this car from them, like everything's good and all, but like if you forget to pay them, they're going to take your car away, type of thing. The same thing happens if I make mistakes and I stop performing, like they get the house back. And at that time, I already gave them money down at the close of escrow. I renovated the whole house. And so it would be in my best favor not to make that happen, because then I would lose the home and then keep the money and all the fixtures in the house. So I would basically be taking a big loss on the deal by doing it that way. But that's how all banks are protected, even on even on the mortgage. It's the same thing. So, maybe we can jump on another call after you can chop it up with them, and just let me know if you need me to get on a 3-way or a Zoom with the whole family and just explain how it works. Because I know that I can pay more than the majority of people you're going to be speaking with.
But again, she can't still make that full decision without her brother. So, if she runs it by them, then they don't like it. So
Cool.
it's a whole nightmare between the 3 of them. So
Cool. If not, my cash offer is like 200 grand. So, you can follow that. I know that's not attractive at all, but that's like a serious cash offer for me. So you just let them know that, hey, I could pay that 325. They work with me. If not, you know, hey, my cash offer would be a lot less. Cool, man. Well, let's you just keep me updated. This is my cell phone. I have your number too, so I'll go ahead and just touch base with you and maybe Monday or something if that works. All right, Justin, take it easy.
All right, Carlos, thank you.
Bye. All right, so. What time is my trade? Give me 1 second. So basically, he just got to see if they're open. May or may not work, but that's where we are, Rosie.
Oh yeah, let's see. I mean, if they really want to sell, it'll be up to them. But if not, we move on to the next, and that's it.
So, Carlos, my other guy from Panama City, I just saw he sent me a text. He said later, because I asked him this morning, you know, when will be a good time to call.
In Panama City, you said?
Yeah, Panama City,
I
Florida.
have in 20 minutes, I have another, I just got a text, I forgot. I have a Zoom with like this like lady group, whatever, like a Facebook group of like real estate entrepreneurs or whatever, but all females. I'm just gonna coach them on some stuff real quick. About 3 o'clock, I'm gonna jump onto that Zoom for a little bit. And then depending on the time, probably jump back on because I think I have like a few more calls that I just got text messages on. I think the Zoom was gonna be like 30 minutes. So like from 3 to like 3:30. It shouldn't be too long. I'm just gonna go over like one thing for them. Try to leverage myself. Yeah.
No worries. I just want to answer the question you asked me earlier.
Yeah. I'm down though. That's the one with the house that's now open for terms.
But possibly on terms, yes.
Okay. The one that was at 300.
We're in Panama City, remember?
Yeah. The one that was at 300,000, but now it could be open at 280, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Let's do that. I'm gonna jump off real quick, grab a snack, and then jump back on another Zoom at 3. And then I'll be back on this Zoom because or you guys can do what you want. You guys can stay on this if you want, but I got to jump onto a different Zoom link, and then I'll be back on this at maybe after 3:30 Pacific time.
Yeah, no worries. I wasn't even expecting today's Zoom.
Yeah, just wanted to do some calls. Cool. See you guys.
No, thank you. Much appreciated.
Yo, you already know my brother Carlos. The person that I was having call, so I'll save it for Monday then.
The what person?
The person that you was gonna call, or I call him.
What was his name? Was it the guy that we talked to last time on the phone?
No, a different person from the REI reply thing.
Oh, did you send me over like a text with it?
I will. I'll do it.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do that. We'll call him. We'll do that because that's who I gotta call next. I gotta jump onto your guys' REI reply. So whatever you have, if you want, we can start calling your leads right now too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm just talking to Nick and Christina, and I'm gonna be jumping into the REI reply right after I come back on here, and that's where you're logged in there. So I'll call some of their leads, and then we can jump onto your leads right there.
Awesome. All right, cool. So you're gonna hop on, and then you're gonna hop back on another Zoom?
Yeah, I'm gonna jump onto a different Zoom link for like 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna hop back on. So it's up to you guys if you guys want to do some live calls or chop it up or hang up. It's up to you guys.
Hey, just real quick, who's doing sub 2 out there?
Yoseo is.
Yeah, I'm a sub 2 student.
Yeah, from what zone?
And look at this guy right here. He has his sub 2 hat on. Irvin. Does it show that we're live? I didn't even know.
Yeah.
How did you see did you just jump on?
Yeah, I saw the link on the group, so I just decided to join.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we didn't even tell people. I mean, we don't care. We just I just told them if they wanted to jump on, I was gonna make some phone calls. So we didn't really publicly announce it today, but that's cool. Yeah, we were just doing some live calls right now and working on some deals. Basically, on the first one I did, basically it was weird. Like 2 of the 3 of the deals were trying to help them go from the sellers wanted to get more, so they were actually open to not doing cash, going to seller finance. And a TTP student brought me a deal that he knew the homeowner, and they were able to lock it up for 216, but she really wanted 300, and he wants to give it he wants to be able to give him 300. But it's like worth like 450, but it does need a little bit of work. But I told them, so then I basically said I could do it on terms, and I showed them how I could do it. Just give me the right term. And if they want to get out in a year, I can still do that because there's so much equity. I can renovate it and then refinance it. And so we might even buy that one. It's a Texas deal. And there's if I give her 300 grand, it's worth 450 to 5. The ARV, the current market ARV, because the wholesaler is also a realtor in that same market in Houston, is right now like 520. But in 3 months from now, might be like 450 or something. So I'm just being super conservative, saying they might be 450 by the time I refinance 3 to 6 months or whatever. So, but that's cool because now I can buy a deal that was already locked up for wholesale, and they opened it up to terms, and they just came to me. And that's the same thing that I was working on right now with Rosie, who just jumped off. Same thing. A wholesaler has this wholesale, this property that's locked up for a whole year, and nobody was buying it in Tampa, Florida. And so basically, I told him I could buy it right now. He just had to give me terms. And so
I'm actually about 30 minutes away from Tampa. I live in Clearwater, Florida.
Oh, you do? Now I know. Now I know
yes,
Clearwater. Irvin's in Clearwater. How long have you been in sub 2?
For about 3 to 4 months.
Nice, man.
Yep.
How you liking it?
I got brought in by my friend Johnny. He's located in Texas. He introduced me to sub 2, and I follow up to you for like quite a bit until I decided to join finally.
Oh, nice. That's what's up, bro. Good decision, man.
Yep.
Yeah. I've been in it for like probably double that, like 8 months. This should be like at the end of this month should be 8 months.
Nice.
Yeah.
Where are you
good.
located again?
Palm Springs, California.
Okay.
Yeah. Have you got some deals out of your way?
So before I did sub 2, I actually did a little bit of investing on myself. I invested in mobile homes and rent them out by the room. But I was never really taking it serious as a business until later on. I still haven't gotten my first deal inside sub 2, but definitely working on that.
Bro, we'll help you right here. We crush it. I'm a sub 2 student. I'm a TTP student. Usually Monday through Friday, we have Zooms. Like we have them in the morning as well. Like we have like our own daily dial and our own nightly dial.
Okay.
And then I do like the nightly dial. I do live calls. We closed one on Friday live. We closed one the Friday before. I'm now the creative finance coach for TTP every Friday with Brent Daniels. So I teach TTP how to do creative finance.
What time?
So
what time?
Right. So we have who has the links? You guys want to post all the links right here? Actually, I think I might have the link in my email.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I'll send it all right here. Yeah, man. But like I'll tell you, we have a lot of sub 2 students that come in here. Like we probably have 20 to 30 people that are going on our Zooms daily now. But a lot of them are sub 2 and TTP, and I've shown them all how to close deals. I come from a background of sales, so like heavy sales, so that allowed me to close fucking mad deals right when I got in here.
Nice.
I bought like 11 homes already.
Irvin, welcome. Hope
Thank
you
you.
stick with us. You'll learn a lot.
What was your name?
Giles.
Giles Fernandez.
Giles in English. ¿Tú español, verdad?
Sí.
Okay, so mi nombre en español, Giles.
Okay.
Giles.
Can't post it right here. Fuck it. So can somebody post the links? But yeah, this same Zoom link right here, it's Monday through Friday. Jesus on the bottom right here, he runs the breakfast club is what we call it. That's our daily dial. It's from 6:30 to 8 a.m. Pacific time, which is 9:30 till what, 11 a.m. your time? Yeah, so it's 6:30 to 8 Pacific time. And that's 3, so 9:30 to 11 o'clock Eastern time. That's
Every,
daily,
uh,
like, Monday through Friday.
It's basically 6 to 9:30.
Yeah, and then in the evening, it's 6 to 9:30.
All right. Evening.
And then 6 to 9:30 is where I do live call. So we do like half and half, we'll do like those 3 hours or 4 hours. We'll do like an hour and a half of the acquisitions team in the powerhouse does a lot of role play. And then we structure it differently than most places. But then after that, I go live and I start making live calls on everybody's deals. We got like, dude, we've closed deals already this month, like for 3 or 4 or 5 different people that got their first deals. I helped them come in here and we just close the deals for them. I bought in 2 of the deals that I closed for somebody else, so it was win-win for me too.
Oh well. Nice.
Where you from, Irvin?
Clearwater, Florida.
Clearwater, Florida. No shit.
Yes, sir.
I'm in
What about
Central
you?
Florida.
Central Florida.